friends. We are talking all things going live. Feel free to come on in. We're going to ask questions. We're going to learn and grow. Thank you all for being here. So, this is my 10 o'clock live. We are talking all things live streaming. I'm going to talk about how to get started in these TikTok streets, how to grow your community. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you have questions. In the meantime, go ahead and give me a like. Go ahead and click that like button below. Also, click that subscriber button, that very important subscriber button, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So, we are talking how to go live and what you're going to learn from it. So, the topic for the last couple of days, or at least yesterday it was morning and evening, was a little bit focused more on what you should expect to learn from your Go Live journey. So we have some friends that are new, who's been with the community a little bit, and we have some friends who have not started their Go Live journey. So we talk about that. We're going to talk about it intentionally. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that is kind of some of the other things that you'll expect to experience. We try to keep it positive, but I think there's some things that we want to normalize. What should happen? All right. So we'll get there too. We'll go there too. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, it's all good stuff. It's all positive. There's some things that you may experience, and I don't want you to be surprised by it. So just know that that comes with the consistency showing up. People see you, people experience you. And so you want to make sure people know the good, the bad, and the great. So um, thank you all for joining. I appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have questions. We always ask questions here. It's a great place to ask questions. Um, Great place to ask questions uh, that you want to make sure you know. The answers to as you prepare to go live. So we're going to get to that type of stuff too. Let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. Again, give me a like. The thumbs up is the like button. And so that way TikTok knows you are here. YouTube and TikTok, YouTube in this case, knows that you're here. And so you give me a like and then also click that subscriber button. You'll see right here, I do have the shopping products turned on. I have memberships. I also have gifting as well as the ad revenue that you can have on your ads that you can add to your content to get ad revenue. So let me know if you have any questions about that. That's called the YouTube Partners Program. So feel free to ask me about that program as well. I'm happy to answer questions about YouTube Partners and how to get it. It is based on how many subscribers and how many watch hours you have. So you want to continue to grow and build your community. I've been doing it primarily through live streaming and co-streaming my content here. I'm going to go over to TikTok in a second and we'll talk over there. So you guys will hear me talking and chatting over there as well. But let me know if you have questions in the meantime. I always want to make sure I am answering questions. Thank you all who are here. Appreciate you all. Give me a like, but also click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. If you have questions in the meantime, feel free to ask them. This is a good time to ask so that you can know what's happening here, so that you can grow. I'm happy to answer any questions, friends. So we will get started in just a few minutes. Um, We'll get started in just a few minutes. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate you all being here. We're going to get onto the TikTok street. So when I come live on TikTok, you guys going to hear me say all the keywords. Hey, Diamond, how are you, friend? You're going to hear me say the keywords that are important to the live stream so it can get activated and get people in the room. Thank you so much for being here, friend. I appreciate you. How's everything going? I need to get by and see you again. I haven't gotten over there. Your time actually is when I'm going to bed. So I got to get over there. And then let me know when you're ready to join the agency. You'll be on my radar a lot easier too, because I can see you on my agency listing. So that makes it a lot easier for me to kind of keep track of creators. You said great. That's awesome, friend. All right. Let me head over to the TikTok streets. Everyone who's here, appreciate you being here. Go ahead and give me a like. Also, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications. You said I'm changing my time. Okay. You gonna try to go earlier? I know you were trying to work around family and making sure that you were able to stream consistently because of your your grandson's schedule and everyone else's. Yes. Okay. All right. So yeah, look forward to seeing you, friend. All right, let's go live on the TikTok streets. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here. Um, thank you all for being here. Hold on one second. TikTok is TikToking me. So they just recently gave me this new ability to put different gifts, and it literally feels like it's not working. It seems like it's not going to keep up with what I select. So I don't know what it is doing, but we're gonna try to go with it. See if it starts acting up. Let's see. Say. Let me go back. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Welcome everybody to the room. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. Those who are coming in, thank you for the like. I appreciate the support. I will see you at TikTok. Thank you so much, friend. I'm about to go live in like 30 seconds. I just need to do my due diligence to set up my room. Appreciate you all supporting the live stream. And so we'll see how this goes. Okay, hopefully that did it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. We're going live. TikTok live. TikTok live. We are live on TikTok, live streaming tips. We are talking how to go live and go live every day for 14 days. 14-day challenge to go live challenge. New live hosts, beginner live hosts, beginner friendly tips come in. We're going to talk about how to go TikTok live. Welcome to the room. Hey, Hula Mama. Welcome to the room. We're talking about how to go live. Come in, ask questions. New live hosts, come in, ask questions on how to go live. Appreciate everybody being here. Come in, ask questions about the TikTok live process. Come in. We are talking about how to go live. Feel free to come in, ask questions about how to go live on TikTok. TikTok live. Let's see. Okay, that's working. My claps are working. My taps are not. Hey, how you doing, Miss Netra? Thank you so much, Netra. Thank you so much for being here. How you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. How you doing, Malik? Welcome as well. If you don't mind, we're doing our early activation. We are liking the live. My likes are not picking up so far, so TikTok is TikToking me. It is TikToking me. So we're gonna see how this goes, friends. So hopefully it works and we start getting some likes. We have 0 right now. And so it's not picking up any of my likes, but we do that early activation to get the room going, get it warmed up, get us moving. And we like to do that so we know exactly what TikTok is looking for. I'm gonna put my board up in the meantime. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for supporting. Now let's see if we can get some of these likes to get to flowing on the side here. If you guys can tap and sort through getting some early likes, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see if we can get those likes flowing. How you doing, friends? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all supporting. Got 130, 130 likes, so it's definitely being a little rather glitchy, but anything you can do to support, that would be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, come in, ask questions. MJ, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you all for coming through. We are just getting started. We're getting our room going. We're getting it activated. We are liking on the live, loving on the live, seeing the hearts flow. So we'll see if it picks up. I appreciate you all being here. Hey, thank you for grabbing that daily heart, me friend. Good morning. How you doing, Yana? Thank you so much. Thank you for the repost. I'm going to share out my live added to my story as well. Thank you all who are coming into the live. We are doing our activation, the likes. So if you don't mind tapping on that screen and liking the live, we would greatly appreciate it. We have a little bit of a subject that we're going to cover. I want to make sure today's subject we're going to tell. I'm going to give kind of the good, the bad, and the great. All right, that's the way we're going to look at this. The good, the bad, and the great of what happens when you go live for 14 days straight. So we're going to talk about some of the bad too. I was talking mainly good and great yesterday. Well, we're gonna give some of the other raw truths about going live every day. So it'll be interesting. So we're gonna go a little deeper today. So let me know. I can't see the screen. I'm writing on my screen to share out my live. We're going to talk about that for our managing the expectations for some of the folks coming into the room. MJ, how are you doing, friend? How are you? I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the likes. I so appreciate it. Thank you so much. Others come in the room. We traditionally mute the people who are sending messages. That's kind of the bad. We're going to talk about that. So we'll talk about that a little bit too, so you guys kind of know the inside scoop on what to expect with going live and people coming in your room and doing all the extra stuff where they're trying to promote and do um, some scammy behavior. So we got to make sure we are aware of that and we do not let that derail us. All right. So I just want to make sure that everybody is fully aware of what's going on in these TikTok streets and the beauty of what happens when you stay consistent. All right. Doing good, just making it through end of school year with kids events. Oh, new generation. Welcome to the room, friend. That is awesome. That's awesome. Yes, we are down to what the last in our school district, the last 2 weeks. My son is finishing up his first year of kindergarten. First year of kindergarten. So we're excited. We're gonna play hooky on Friday. He doesn't know it. Good morning, Harold. We're gonna play hooky on Friday. He doesn't know it. Yeah, kindergarten. Yeah. They don't do a graduation. They just no, they don't do that here. TikTok summary, it says discussing the good, the bad, and the great of daily live streams. Ask your questions. Okay, TikTok, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. The good, the bad, and the great. Okay. That was the summary. But that's what we're going to talk about with this 14-day challenge. I want you guys to know what will happen. This is definitely going to happen. I'm going to talk about it. I don't want you guys to be surprised and alarmed by any of it. So cute. Lots of pictures. Our school didn't either. It just ordered a mini. Okay, grad cap and gown. Oh, you ordered it. Oh, that's a cute idea. Oh, that's a cute idea. I might steal that. We'll see. I have to run that by my husband. Hey, how you doing? Is it Randy? Thank you so much for being here. Artie, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. We had a blast on my show last night. Did you? Awesome, awesome. Um, you had that's right, you had the guest speaker come in. Now you have a guest speaker. Is it almost every night? Thank you all for being here. If you're new to my room, go ahead and make sure you're following the live host and grab your daily heart me. We'll talk about that as well if you're not familiar with that. But I want to make sure you guys are growing. Um, MJ. So yeah, so my little guy, his birthday was in April. He had baseball season happening. And so we did not get a chance to really do anything extra, like a party or we didn't go and do anything super fun. On his birthday, we actually took him to the movies. So I think the Mario movie was out and he wanted to see it. So he went to the movies, which was great. But he's been talking about going to Legoland. He loves, when I say love, I've been buying him Legos since he was like 2. Like, he really loves it. He loves it because of his big brother. But, we're gonna take him to Legoland. So that's what we're doing. It's a surprise, so he doesn't know it. So we're gonna take him there so he can have a little good time, celebrate him for his 6th birthday. Those coming around, thank you so much. We are liking the live. We'll see if we can get the likes up to 10K in 10 minutes. We normally get it going, get it flowing pretty quickly, but it's not happening, y'all. We're only at 1.3K likes. So if you don't mind liking, it's 7 minutes in. This is a rather glitchy start. It's starting kind of sluggish. I will say I have my backup and it's tapping, and I'm sure it's not picking up any of the taps. So I need to check. Actually, I can check. Let me check real quick and just say hello just to see how many taps is it picking up for my backup. Because I'm thinking it's none. It's 0. So you guys are tapping. I appreciate the ones that have gotten me to 1.4K because it's all you. It is not me at all. Lego will be so fun, I bet. I bet the reveal will be epic. It will. He's gonna love it. No, not every night. We usually have them on Tuesdays and or Fridays. Okay, awesome. Awesome. That's good. I love your schedule. Miss Don, welcome to the room. Claudia, welcome as well. Madison, thank you for the follow. Hey, Queen, how you doing, friend? Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss Don. Come on in. Welcome as well. Hey, now, good morning. How you doing, Jana? Welcome to the room, friend. So what I was saying is that we're going to go a little deeper with today's topic because we covered it, and I think we covered mainly the good. All right. So we're going to cover some of the bad. I want you guys to understand in these 14 days, it's not going to be all peaches and roses. All right. It's not going to be all this nice little fun thing that you do. We're going to talk about some of that too. I want to manage expectations. I don't want it to be I don't want to discourage you. I don't want you to run. Those who've been doing it will probably relate to some of the good, the bad, and the great. I didn't say the ugly. I said the great. There is with the bad, there is a little ugly too. But we will talk about it. I don't want you guys to be disillusioned though. So I want you to keep going, keep growing. That's the whole point of this. It is nothing that has to be scary or intimidating or awkward. All the things, some of that's going to happen in the beginning. But at the end of the day, you'll come back out of those 14 days and say, wow, I did that. Okay. So thank you so much, Dee. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for the radiant launch. Others coming in, I appreciate you guys as well. Um, let's see if we can get the taps going. I'm going to start in just a few minutes because it definitely is kind of a sluggish live with the hearts and then they're not flowing the way they normally would. So if you guys can tap and support, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for the radiant launch, Jane. I appreciate you as well. And so as you guys come in, we're going to get some more of our friends to come in as well. You can share out the live. If you click the arrow in the corner, you can share it, you can repost it, you can add it to your story. You can press down in the middle of my nose and do what's called a power share. Um, and so thank you so much, Carlos. Welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you being here. Anybody who's new in the room, say hello. Let's just say hello. Tell me if you're new. I would love to connect with you. I appreciate you all being here. So feel free to say I'm new, I'm learning, I'm here to learn. AI summary says 14-day live challenge is being discussed. Ask your questions. All right, now TikTok, you got me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the repost. Thank you for the shares. New and learning. Friend Carlos, do you go live? Let us know if you go live. Welcome to the room. You're a general contractor, so welcome to the room. I appreciate you being here. Look at the moonwalk. I was like, you know what? I gotta put that as the live gift. When I saw it, I was like, you know what? It's only right. So I appreciate you being here. Shug, welcome to the room. Good morning. Couldn't go live yet. I only have 9 followers. Okay. Well, the whole point, you have 10 now. So the whole point is to just start growing and building, friend. That's the whole point of this. You got to build up and you will grow as you start engaging in lives. We'll talk about the proper way to engage in the next few days. There we go, friend. Awesome, awesome. Good morning. How you doing, Dequaria? Thank you so much for being here. Hope you are doing well. We're having a beautiful day. Shug, welcome to the room. You said I'm learning. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you. You're welcome. How much time must you go live for? Oh, okay. That's a great first question. That's great. Let me start there. To make it a valid go live day, to make it an actual day, you want to make sure you go live at least 60 minutes. I tell people 61 just to make sure you got it tracked because you know it's going to round down if you don't um, hit that 60-minute mark. So you got to make sure you round up. So you want to get 61 minutes. So 61 minutes is what you want to do to make it a valid day. All right. There's another metric in there that you want to pay attention to. And so if you do 61 minutes, you're great, you're fine, you covered it. But part of TikTok's monetization is based on your gifting engagement that happens in the room. People coming in, they're supporting your live goal, your daily heart me, your gift gallery. All that is support in TikTok, obviously, will give you a percentage of that. And it's based on it's two metrics each time you go live, two metrics. The first metric is how long you go live and the other one is how many new followers you get. So those are the two things you're looking at. And there's a little house here, or you can swipe from right to left to look at your real time analytics. So you can see how long you've gone live, and you can see how many new followers you've gotten. And then you can see how many diamonds you collected. Live hosts, we collect diamonds, and TikTok uses that to determine how much we have earned. What is our rewards? Okay. So the rewards is there too. Your diamonds, rewards, everything's tracked when you click the house or swipe from right to left. And so you could track your live. How you doing? The Damon Harrison, welcome to the room. Appreciate you, friend. Mama Green, thank you as well. So you could track that in real time where you're in the live. Thank you for the Go Populars. And so the two metrics you want to pay attention to, Veronica, welcome to the room, is how long you go live. So when you go 25 minutes or more, you earn up to 38% of your rewards. The most you can get is 40. Okay. So TikTok takes the 60. Most you can earn is 40. It's a scale. So as you go live longer, um, between 5 minutes and 25, you slowly earn up to the max of 38% based on your live duration. Okay. Then there is an additional 2%, and it's a scale also based on how many new followers you get. So again, 5 new followers give you up to 2%. That's the max you can earn. So the 38 plus the 2 is the 40%. All right. So that's what you're working towards. You're trying to get that 40%, um, and going live longer. Obviously, there's perks because TikTok will push more people in your room, all that you're paying attention to as well. There's also getting more followers, you're growing. So those are things, and that's per live. Then there's these weekly missions that which is another pot, which is up to 13% that you can earn. And so there's metrics tied to that. Daily Heart Me, fan club, growing your fan club is important. Okay. And so I talk about this from a live host perspective. And I'm going to say this now. And I'm going to tell y'all, I've been very direct about this. Unwritten, unstoppable. I appreciate you, friend. If I follow someone in your live is factored into the percentage. Okay, I was just about to go there. I was just about to go there. I'm talking from the live host perspective. You guys are viewers. So viewer perspective is different. So the flashbook goal just came in. Let me get it real quick. I'll talk about this. Is asking for 30 I love you so much. That means 30 people. So one per person. Hey Fran, hey Diamond. How you doing, Ruff? Love this content. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Selena, welcome to the room, friends. Thank you so much. If you guys don't mind supporting this flash goal, it is the I love you so much. If we can get 30 people, there's 40 people in the room. If we can get 30 of you all to support, so we're gonna get hopefully we'll get this knocked out really quickly. We have 15 minutes to achieve it. Hey Soda, I see you. Hey Inky Vibes, welcome to the room as well. Others coming in. I appreciate you all supporting. Um, so the flash goal is TikTok's goal to see if the room is activated. If people are coming in support, Christina, welcome to the room. I Imagery, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much, Veronica. I appreciate you as well. Yana, welcome as well. Thank you so much, friend. So Yana, I'm going to talk about that because I think you brought up an interesting point I need to express. Dr. Lee, so I saw 5 people follow me on my live yesterday, but it shows no one followed me. Oh, that's weird. What do you mean? It showed, like, in your analytics, it didn't show anyone any new follows for that live? Interesting. Yeah, so have you done the latest update? Check and see if you have an app update out there. See if there's anything going on. People had issues with their analytics, previously, so I don't know if it's still going on. Thank you all for that. I love you so much. I appreciate so I showed you, 0 and updated my TikTok. Okay. They probably you said they probably dirty deleted. What does that mean? Ro, I'm sorry, friends. Hey, Sibley. Ro, you might be talking about I told you I was gonna talk about the good and the bad and the great of going live for 14 days, which you should see. You might be referencing one of the bads when you follow then unfollow. Sometimes there's a delay. Okay, Jana said there's a delay. I'll buy that before I say they dirty deleted. Have they updated lately? Cause I had an update yesterday. Did you? Ooh, I need to check. I don't think I checked yesterday. I need to check. Thank you for saying that. I think I checked on today is Wednesday. I think I checked Monday was the last time I checked. I'm so scared to go live. Don't be scared, friend. Rough. Don't be scared. You said let me check. Hi everyone. How you doing, Dr. SPSF? Thank you so much for being here. I'm tickled by that one. That surprised me. Dr. Lisa, how you doing? I'm doing well, Moonlight. Good day. How you doing, Trini? Welcome to the room. Do it scared. Yes, do it scared. You guys are funny. That was funny. She said they probably dirty deleted. Oh yes, it needs a new update. Okay, okay. Quick hello, how you doing, Carol West? Carol West is my coach, y'all. I love saying I got coaches on this app. I got coaches. She's my voice acting coach. So if you guys are interested in voice acting, Carol West is your person. Thank you so much for the do it scared. Okay, where are we at with this flash goal? Okay, we're halfway there, my friends in the room. We need 15 more people to love on this flash goal. Let's see if we can get it done. Let me see if I can pin it one more time. Oh, it's too early to pin it. You'll see it. It's the I love you so much. If you haven't sent the flash goal, go ahead and send that flash goal so we can get that support, friends, and get it over with. This is a goal that TikTok has for the room. It's not Dr. Lisa's goal. It is TikTok's goal. And so if we can knock it out, that would be greatly appreciated. You said I had a great live. Yes, last night. Did you, Diamond? I love hearing that. Would love to connect with y'all. Thank you so much, Trisha. Welcome to the room. How do you find the updates? Okay, Trisha. When you go to your Apple store or your Google Play, depends on which phone you have, which device. You go there and the same place where you downloaded TikTok, you want to go back and update. TikTok sends updates literally. When I say literally weekly. So if you're sitting in my room right now, you've never went back to update the app, you need to go back and update the app. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Go back and update the app so it does it weekly. All right. So just know that that is out there, and it does it random days. It's not a rhyme or reason. I wish I could say every Monday, but it's not. It's not that simple. So we're talking about going live. And so yeah, so keep that in mind. I want you guys to make sure you have the latest and greatest app update. And your girl needs to do her own homework. So I have to go in and check for the latest update. I think I checked on Monday. I don't recall checking yesterday. I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was Monday. And so now I need to check and see. And Unwritten said, and Soda said it's one there. So we got to make sure we update the app because there's always different campaigns coming. There's always, hey, Digital X-Ray, welcome to the room, friend. There's always different campaigns and other updates to the features and stuff. And so app updates happen frequent. Okay, so I don't want you guys to miss out on what's out there. Those who are coming in the room, I appreciate you. If you're new, put new in the chat. Hey, Dreams, how are you, friend? Was supposed to do my morning live for 30 minutes, ended up doing an hour and 15 minutes. I love that. That happens. I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all know it's days I come in here. I'm like, y'all, I only can stay for an hour. I need to get off. I end up doing 2 hours. So you want to get to the point where you're averaging 2 hours. To be honest with you, I know that's scary for my newbies, but I'm gonna walk you through that process. We'll talk about it. Okay, update it. Okay, let's see what happens, friend. Hey, I'm new here. Wasn't aware of the regular updates. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Appreciate you, friend. Is it Bummy? Thank you so much for being here. Lexi, welcome to the room. I appreciate you, my new friends coming in. Thank you all for coming in. Those who have come in and followed the live host, I appreciate you all as well. I do see you all. We are doing the flash goal. So I'm going to get to my topic in a second. What I said, I'm going to give. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate you. Renee, did I scare you? You said 2 hours with a question mark. Did I scare you, friend? All right. Oh, Alina, I love that. Sometimes I like to lay down on my Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you for sharing that. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate the flowers, the bouquet. Um, we do have the flash goal. I said that we got 8 more, so that's 8 different people to give the flash goal. Or if you got the backups to the backups to the backups, we would appreciate them coming in to get there. I love you so much as well. I did over 2 hours yesterday. I was so proud of me. I'm so proud of you. That's awesome, Soda. That is awesome. Good. Hey, Bryn. Good morning. Good morning, friend. Appreciate others coming in. So if you're in the room and you're new, put new in the chat. We want to make sure we see you. This is a room for live hosts and aspiring live hosts. All right. We're going to put our live host hat on. We're going to put that lens on. I'm going to walk you through this process, but I want you to think of it from a live host perspective. All right. Online garage sale. Thank you so much, friend. What does that mean? Welcome to the room. Um, thank you so much, Jay. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you as well. My other friends, Cranial, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your awesome job. Appreciate you, friends. What do I do when we go live? Okay, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. This is my backup. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you for bringing the backup in. Pamela, welcome back, friend. Welcome to the room. Oh, that's a scary hat for me. Oh, don't wear it. You gotta wear it. Wear the hat. Wear the hat. We're gonna talk about it. I want you guys to be scared of this. You guys got this. You can wear the hat. But I say we're gonna talk about it from that lens because I want you guys to understand there's two different lenses, obviously. There is the viewer. You guys are the viewer. There's actually some other lenses too, because you could become a guest. That's another lens. But we're gonna talk about it from either the viewer lens or the live host. Maybe in the next couple days, we'll do a guest live. So we'll do guests as well because I want you guys to see it from that perspective as well. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Why did I say heart me ASAP? Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Just go live with me and hold my hand. Okay. You got this. You absolutely got it. I'm going to try to go live this week before vacation, smiling. Pam, honestly, if you want, let's chat about it because I've done that before. Um, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you guys. Linda, welcome to the room. I think we're down to our last couple. I love you so much. Is if we can get those last seven different people. We got 57 in a room. We 30. So if we can get seven different people, I can't pin it again. It's the I love you so much. It's going to be up here. And if you can click that, that would be greatly appreciated. And so this is the flash goal for the room. Let's see what you got on. Okay. Want to make sure. Is it tracking any of my taps? It is still not tracking my taps. Interesting. TikTok is acting very glitchy. You said, I have a question. Do you know why TikTok will not give live access to a new profile to be a guest? Because you are new. You have to have an account for 7 days and you have to have content and you typically should have at least 50 followers and you need to have a blue box. You're level 28, so you want to make sure that account is engaging in lives. 50 followers is not hard to get if you are coming to lives and engaging properly. So a new account can become a guest really in a matter of 7 days. After 7 days, you should be able to get it. So, but you have to first kind of earn it. TikTok wants to make sure you are actively engaging first before you are able to come up in a box and be a guest because you can monetize. Keep that in mind. We're going to talk about that. But that account can monetize at that point. So you want to make sure that that account is legit first. I definitely need help. I have so many resources to offer others, and I'm just nervous. Okay, you got this, Red. We always talk about it. I'm going to try to go live this week before vacation, smiling. I love it. Hey, Watch, welcome to the room. Others coming in, I appreciate it. So yeah, thank you so much. TikTok, thank you all for the gifts. I appreciate it. Look at the shield. I appreciate it, friend. For real, I want a session to go over it before my first live. Okay, okay. Yeah, just um I messaged you yesterday, so yeah, we can book some time to kind of do a full walkthrough. Not a problem. Um, Christina, you said what will happen? All right, stay with me, friend. I was trying to get this flash goal completed. It looks like we're going to take it all the way to the 15 minutes, but let's see if we can get it completed, guys. If we can give the flash goal the last couple things we need six more people to support. Those are six different people to click the radiant, not the radiant launch, the I love you so much. Um, it is the flash code. So if you sent it already, I appreciate you, but it has to be a new person. I appreciate the ones who are here. I need help. I'm so nervous. You got this, friend. We'll talk about it. I'm going to walk you through the steps on what to expect. Hello from Atlanta. Stephanie, welcome to the room. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please repeat the last note about guest. Your account needs to be 7 days old. It needs to have at least 50 followers. And I would tell you, have that account be an engaging account, meaning that they have the blue box for coins as well. And that account probably should have content created as well. But with that being said, TikTok doesn't let anyone come up. They want you to do the age verification too. So keep that in mind. They want to make sure you are 18 years and older. So even if you are on the screen, so as a guest, they can turn on their cameras. You have to be 18 years and older. Did we get it? Thank you all. Thank you all for supporting that flash code. Thank you so much. So keep this in mind. That is a minor. You cannot have minors on the live stream on the camera. So whether you are a live host and your kid comes on the screen, don't do it. It will impact your live stream. Or if you are obviously a guest in someone's boxes. They have to follow the same community guidelines, so you cannot have them on the screen. New from FYP. Thank you, Natalie. Understand. Thanks. You're welcome. Good morning. Switching to my account. That is the agency link. Oh, look at you, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you, Per Mom. I appreciate the support. So delight. I see you as well. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate everybody who's here. Unwritten Unstoppable. Thank you so much. All that supported that flash goal. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for supporting it. So here's the deal. We're going to talk about this. This is what will happen. My newbies in the room, I tell you all the time, if you're new, put new in the chat. I say this live is helping live hosts. So live hosts and aspiring live hosts to go live. All right. So we're going to talk about things from the lens of a live host. Like if you were in my seat, all right. So some of you are in my seat and you're going to be able to say, she's absolutely right. Because you can relate, you can understand, you've been there, you've done that. I want you guys to see it from the live host lens. We're going to talk about it from a viewer lens. All right. Also, because again, you guys are viewers, and I want you to understand how to properly engage because when you become a live host, you need your viewers to properly engage. All right. So keep that in mind. That's what this is all about. Stephanie New Inspi inspired to go live. There we go, friend. And so I want you guys to know that that's what happens here. In order for you to have a successful live, you got to have people engaging in your live. Just to be honest with you. All right. I can't figure out how to put words on the board when I'm live. You can't do it, Bob, while you're live. You got to make it before you go live. You got to make your board and then you just add the board. You just kind of move it up and down, but you can't write on the board when you're live. Yeah. Thank you so much. How you doing, Bluish? Thank you so much for being here. Others coming in. Ryan, welcome to the room. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for connecting. Make sure you are connecting properly. Ryan, we're not paying folks rent. Don't do that. So, um, let's see. I got okay. This guy coming live post. Thank you so much. I was reading TikTok's AI message. How do you do it beforehand? Um, so when you start the live, you're on the setup screen. You're gonna either see an icon that says boards, or you're gonna see it under the settings icon. Scroll down under settings, it'll say boards. Click it. There's a plus mark. You're going to do a general. This is the general one. And you click that. Make sure you try to avoid having TikTok on your board. Try to avoid, or any social media. Try to avoid having websites, any pricing, and any personal identifying information on the board. TikTok will potentially suppress your views or give you a restriction. Okay, so you want to be careful because that's against the community guidelines. So you want to make sure your board is something that is acceptable for TikTok. All right. This is the AI board, so that's why it looks a little unique. So this is a newer board type that they have available. Others come in the room. Thank you so much for being here. Couple things. We're going to talk about engagement real quick. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, that's the arrow in the corner here. If you click that arrow, you can repost it. You could add it to your story. You can send it to groups, to individuals. And you also could do what's called a power share. That's when you hold down my nose or my glasses and you do a power share and you can send it out to people that way. So holding down the middle of the screen allows you to power share. Not sure if you could Stephanie, okay, gotcha. I had to read your question. She was asking how do you make the guest box side by side? Really quickly, I had to read your question. Let me say this to you guys. I say this all the time. I just told you you can't have minors on the screen. You should not, as a live host, you need to skim questions first. Don't read something inappropriate because somebody in your chat wrote it. Don't read it out loud. Okay. So I was just making sure it was kind of long. So I was like, what is she asking me? So, but yeah, so Stephanie, let me answer your question. That's going to be under the two people. You say great tip. Yeah, you can get in trouble for what you say. So even if I'm reading your comment, I got to make sure it's legit. But the two people the two people is where you have the multi-guest panels. There's a settings wheel at the top once you click the two people. So the two people settings wheel, under the settings wheel is different layouts. What's happening with that one? You're using the fluid grid. The fluid grid is where you can have yourself as centered and then you have two boxes. potentially. I'll show it to you guys real quick, just because I am gonna do this real quick. This is the oh, do I need somebody in it? I might need somebody in it. Yeah. It's not showing up. I thought it would show up. TikTok, why don't you show up? Um, okay, this is the fluid red. When you have the boxes available, it'll show another box. To turn that off, okay, I'll put diamond. Diamond, did you mean to click that? Maybe she didn't. Did you? Let me know if you didn't. So that's what you're talking about. How do you make it where it's just me and Diamond? There's a box that says show available box. You toggle that off. So I'm going to go back and toggle it off. Thank you, Diamond. I appreciate your friend. I'm going to toggle it off. And now it's just me and Diamond side by side. That's okay. I'm gonna let you down. But that's it. So you toggling off that available box. It's underneath the layout section. So you just turn that available box off. And so that's how you have two people side by side. Okay. Thank you, Diamond. I appreciate you, friend. So that is how you do it. Excellent. Thank you. You're welcome. No problem. I just wanted to make sure I shared that real quick. So the part of what you're gonna do, that was my tap, but that's okay, friend. It was perfect example, perfect timing. Thank you. You're welcome, Trisha. Part of what I do here is that I want you guys to feel comfortable playing around with the features. Okay. So in the beginning, you're gonna get real comfortable playing around with the features. All right. I don't want you to be nervous, afraid about that. Play with the features, follow and excited. You're welcome. And I want you guys to understand, like, what does it mean to engage and understand as a viewer what's happening and ask questions. You guys can ask questions, but we're going to talk about that engagement because it's so important to how you think about your live host role. All right. So, you as a viewer, let me say this out loud. You could press buttons. You could press things. Don't press the X to leave the room, but you can press around. Everything here has a question mark. So as a viewer, you should be learning and engaging and understanding what's happening here because when you become a live host, you're going to teach it to your viewers. All right? That's the whole goal. You're going to teach it to your viewers. So if you're sitting back just watching me, you're not learning. You're just watching. Press buttons, understand how to engage. What does it mean to get the daily heartbeat? What does it mean to have badges? How do you grow as a viewer? Because as you're growing and connecting with other people, you are going to then build a community of people who want to engage in your life and come to your life and support you. All right. So you're going to be intentional about that. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But let's do this real quick. I want to ask you guys, who are my live hosts in the room? If you're a live host, tell me one. We're going to start with the bad. I always like to start with the bad because I had a list of good things. I told all good things that happened in the first 14 days. Things will happen. Tell me something that was not good, that was not the best experience in those first 14 days. I remember my first 14 days. I started, just so that you guys know, I started here going live on a daily basis back in January of 2025. So I'm over almost a year and a half of doing this every day, twice a day. All right. So I have some origin stories that I can share, some things that happened to me. But tell me some of the things that you guys experienced that was kind of an ick. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, what is a live host? I'm a live host. I'm the host. It's the person hosting the room. With me, the host. Um, besties, how you doing? Thank you so much. Something happened this morning. Got a puzzle piece on my live and was or my live was going to end. Yes, the puzzle piece. So that's right. I forgot about the puzzle piece. Yes. Let me talk about that dream. You said totally normal. Burma. Burma was like, that's totally normal. Talking to myself for 20 minutes. Okay, talking to yourself. All right. Yeah, the puzzle piece, just to reiterate that it is normal. TikTok gives me puzzle pieces. I personally think it's a random kind of let me check, let me get you, catch you slipping. So it's a random thing that happens. I People say, oh, it happens because the chat's not chatting, or it happens because you're not moving enough. There's like all these speculations of when you get it. I do think it's random. And it's a way for TikTok to keep you on your toes, to make sure you're on the screen, you know what to do, you're engaging, that puzzle piece pops up on you, and you're literally have to slide it over to make sure it matches the little puzzle slot. And then you go on about your business. But I do think it's random. And I tell people, make sure that you pause your live. If you get up and walk away, so say I had to go to the bathroom real quick, I would click my 3 dots, pause my live, and move away from the camera, because if that puzzle piece pops up when you're away, yeah, it will end your live. You'll be coming back to a blank screen. So just know that that's something you wanna get in the habit of doing. You can pause your live up to 6 times in a live stream. So definitely pause it before you decide to get up and walk away. All right? What is the benefit of receiving taps? Taps are the way of the algorithm knowing that the room is actively engaging. Like I said, when you're a viewer, you're not just sitting back watching. This ain't TV. We got a sticker for that. If y'all don't mind dropping the "This ain't TV" sticker, because it's not TV. So if you wanna watch TV, go watch TV. But this is an interactive experience. So the likes is TikTok's way of knowing people are here engaging and they're liking TV. I mean, they're liking it live, my bad. They're liking it live. Um, thankfully, I was paying attention and engaging. Yes, yep. I heard they started giving the puzzle piece to viewers. I've heard that. Who said they got it? Somebody in the room told me that. I've never seen it personally, but I've heard people say they've gotten it as a viewer. Like, you sit there watching, not doing anything for so long. TikTok's like, "What you doing? You ain't doing nothing? You just sitting here lurking? Like, wait a minute, what's going on here?" So, you wanna tap because the taps help to activate the room. Now, my agency page, I'm a agency. My agency page is sitting here tapping away, tapping, tapping, tapping. It ain't picking up none of my taps, so TikTok is acting funny. So, I'm not sure why not my taps are not registering. But with that being said, you wanna make sure you get likes going because it sees it as activity happening in your room. Puzzle piece, I got a phone call and missed what you said. Puzzle pieces are normal. You will get them randomly as a live host, and you're just sliding over the puzzle piece to make sure that that you match it so your live doesn't end. I said it's normal. I think it's random check-ins to make sure you are actually actively participating. And, I think it's their way of just kinda keeping you on your toes. Now, some people say, "Oh, it's because the chat's not chatting enough," or, "Oh, it's because you're not moving enough and there's not enough movement." But I do think it's random because there's times I've been doing this long enough to see. There's times when the chat's chatting, y'all doing y'all thing, gifts are flowing, and a puzzle piece pops up, you know? And so it's just random. I think it's just to keep you on your toes, alright? But with that, make sure you pause your live if you ever have to walk away. You don't just get up and say, "Oh, let me go get the door." No, pause the live. You hit the 3 dots, pause it, and then, do what you need to do, okay? I accidentally let the random person in the box and they acted a fool. Did you? Oh my gosh. What? I gotta ask what happened. How did that happen? Yeah, so don't let random people in the boxes. We'll talk about that too. And so that was part of your first 14 days. All right, we'll talk about that. Um, puzzle piece, I gotta okay, let's see. Um, what is the number of hearts while people tap goes up? What is the number of hearts? It's Belinda, is under my name. Right now we're at 21. It's been acting sluggish. We're usually higher than that around this time. And like I said, TikTok is not picking up any of my taps on my other accounts, so it's acting kind of glitchy. Just bought one of those automatic tappers. You all gotta have gonna have me with arthritis. I know that's right. That tapper is a game changer. I was just about to start tapping long delay in pages, fully load the last thing. Little bit. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. How do people just pop into your live? Okay, Belinda, that's a great question. I think that's what Diamond had happened to her. Um, you said yes. Never invite random guests into your home. Yes, never invite random guests. Hey friends, welcome to the room. Um, let me say this. So we're talking about some of the ick of going live for 14 days. I told you guys I want this to be a conversation about the good, the bad, and the great. All right. So we're gonna talk about some good stuff. We're starting off with the bad stuff, kind of the bad news. And some of this is stuff that you just have to get used to. So the puzzle piece was one thing that came in randomly. Hey friend, how you doing? Came up randomly and people are like, what is this, doc? What is this? So the puzzle piece is something. People requesting to co-host with you. The co-host request. The screen will pop up and say, do you want to co-host with this person? And I think you have 15 seconds to accept or decline it. And then you have a little button you could press to say, don't send me another co-host request for 10 minutes. So you can kind of give it a timeout. You can turn this feature off altogether. It is in co-host is the interlocking rings. Looks like Olympic rings or infinity rings. If you click that, that's co-hosting. Co-hosting is similar to the layout that we had for the multi-guest was you and another person side by side. But ultimately, the co-host requests do pop up for newbies because a lot of times you don't turn that feature off. And TikTok wants you to co-host. They want you to be engaging. They want your live to be this interactive experience. And so, and with you working with another co-host, so this pop up you have to make sure you see it first of all. So if you're down here looking away, looking at your notes and stuff, and you're not paying attention, and all of a sudden the screen has this person on your screen, because in the beginning, I do believe if you don't accept it or decline it, it automatically accepts. I'm just saying. Now, a girl has been, knock on wood, really good with declining those and not getting caught with a random person on my screen, but that will happen. And so it does. It does automatically accept it. That's what happened. So you gotta be careful. So that is kind of the of going live. You're like, "What just happened?" And it's and no shade, no shade, but usually it's a person from another country, like one of the, um, Asian countries, and you're like, "Well, what just happened here?" And you're like, "What am I doing?" And they typically don't speak English, and you're on the screen trying to figure out how to get them off your screen. And if you're new in these first 14 days, you probably don't know how to get them off the screen, and they're there trying to talk in another language. Thanks, wow. Good information. I got one this morning, I was quick to decline. That's what happened, Diamond. I always chose who to accept a decline. So, I don't want you guys to think this is, like, something that just happens to you. It happens to all of us, and we're like, "What is this?" So, here's how you get those people how you get the person off your screen, okay? You have to go back to the rings. You gotta go back to the rings, alright? So, click the rings again. Once you click the rings, there's like a little symbol. They should make it larger and very obvious, but there's a little symbol. It looks like a door with an arrow. You click the door with the arrow and you disconnect the person, not your live. You're disconnecting the person off your live stream. So that's something you need to know, period. Hey, Jennifer, thank you so much. Faded, welcome to the room. Always choose who to accept and decline. Yep, I engage all the time. Why is my blue box still stuck at 9? Oh, Belinda, we're going to talk about that. Belinda, you need to know how many points you need left. So I'll show you, friend. Yes, I had that on my live. It was embarrassing. Good morning. Was thinking about you. Okay, thank you. You changed your name as suggested for several days since I am new. Oh, okay. You gotta wait 7 days. Yep. Okay. You gotta wait 7 days. So you can change it then, friend. I'm happy to be here this morning. Welcome to the room, friend. They just be staring at you too. They stare at you. They're like, it is an experience, so I don't want you guys to think that that is not something, unusual. It happens all the time, all right? Trisha, welcome to the room. Creative, good morning. I'm still new today and very appreciate you, Jennifer. Somebody's comment got filtered, so, it says, "To protect the community," so just make sure you rewrite it. I don't see it after Creative Soul's comment, but keep that in mind. That happens to all of us. How do you add interactive games on your live portal in payment? That is part of before you go live, there's a setting called mobile gaming. You'll see it under the live button. So you click as if you're going about to go live, the setup screen. Look underneath the go live button. There's different ways you can go live. Voice chat is where it's just audio. Mobile gaming is another way to do it. It's a way you connect your phone. Um, Whatever games are on your phone, you could see your phone. while you're live. I'm not sure exactly all the exact way to do it. I've never done it before. How do you put words on the screen? That's a board. That's what that is. You're looking at a board, friend. You do that under settings before you start the live as well. You have to create the board for yourself. Hey, lady. Um, hey, do you have a different account that you use? Someone is messaging me right now. An imposter? No, I don't. I have, like, several I think there's about 20 different imposters. No, that's not me, friend. If they're messaging you talking about, "Hey, and cryptocurrency and all this stuff," it's not me. Um, if you wanna make sure you have me, send me a Service Plus message. Ooh, let me show you guys another trick. We got enough people in the room. I'm gonna show you guys another tip, okay? But send me a Plus message, and that way, you click the Service Plus, that's the symbol here. You can DM me and just say hi, and then you always have me as your to make sure it's me. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all coming in. Hello, solo chick. Wow, yep, that's what's going on. Thank you for the moonwalk, Lisa G. Welcome, friend. Thank you for the heart puff. What is the best setup for a host, phone or laptop? I am pro phone, Stephanie. I'm on my phone. Laptop is possible, but you just make sure you have a good quality laptop, almost gaming quality, because streaming takes up a lot of bandwidth, a lot of RAM, and you got to make sure you have all apps and other browsers and stuff closed so it doesn't impact your stream. So keep that in mind. I tell people all the time, it cut my stream off because I keep other browsers and stuff open, and that's not the way I use my laptop. So if I was going to do it, I would need to get a laptop just for streaming. What do you have a different account? Okay, I just answered that. Yeah, that was not me, friend. So make sure you message me so that way you don't get caught with the scammers. We'll talk. Oh, let's segue to the scammers real quick. So we talked about the bad. We're talking about the bad. I want you to go live for 14 days. I'm trying to normalize some of the things you should experience. We talked about the puzzle piece. We talked about the co-host request and how to remove those, how to turn those off. If you click the rings, there's three dots in the top right corner. Click those three dots. It takes you to frequently asked questions, some settings. Click the settings. That settings, there's a setting that says turn off requests from people you don't know. That's where you would do it. Turn off the requests from people you don't know. So that's how you would turn those off. Um, and so yeah, so you want to make sure you turn off those type of requests. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. I just muted a comment. I should have said it out loud. Um, I mute comments where people are sending messages that are not related to my live stream. You can mute those comments too. And that goes back to the scam kind of stuff because people put, hey, message me, you'll get XYZ amount. I'm sending, money to people who message me. We don't do that. We don't succumb to the scams. We don't do that. That's not the way you should conduct yourself in someone's live if you're communicating that way. So for me as a live host, I try to protect my room. So you could press the words of whatever the person said, and then you can click, screen will pop up and you can mute. That means you remove the words. You can block. That means you remove the person and block them. And then you can report them, especially if it's, something that's really, really egregious and negative. There's also this scam, and I want you guys to be aware of it, or prank. I guess that's the best way to put it, where people will put in your chat, it'll have this little um, symbol that looks like a TikTok black and white official symbol, and it'll say TikTok notifications or notifications, and it'll say in this live right now. That's a scam. That's not how TikTok communicates with you. If they're saying you're in violation or something like that, and it's in the chat, just like y'all are in my chat, that is not real. So my beginners sometimes see that and get those messages. I want you to know it's not real. If you could touch the words mute, block, and report, which you should, um, then it's not a real message. If TikTok is upset with you, you will know. It's a big square in the middle of your screen that tells you you're in trouble. Okay? That you got a restriction or a violation. So I'll explain the difference between the two. But just know, let me catch up on some comments. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. How do you put the message first comment from you on our live? How do you put the message first comment from you on our live? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Dequaria. Dequaria. That's something you're seeing on your end? That's maybe a TikTok system. Yeah, I don't think that's anything. The About Me, oh, she's talking about the About Me? Okay, thank you. The About Me is before you start the live, you can set that up. You can write your About Me. You actually can get to it here inside the live. If you click the, 3 dots, you can go under Settings and the About Me, um is it there? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's only before you go live. Oh, yeah, no, it's in here. Yeah, you could change the About Me. Yep, I have a little About Me message. Yep. So, yeah, you could change it. 3 dots is here or before you go live under your settings, you can change it there. Why don't you get highlights from every live? Why don't you get highlights from every live? Why don't you get highlights? You talking about from the fan club? I think that's what you're referring to. Um, that's a feature a live host has to turn on. If you wanna share out your highlights from your live and even in your fan club, you gotta turn that on so people aren't turning it on. For the fan club, it's under the fan club zone. That's where you have the settings and stuff, and you can toggle that on where your fan club can send out highlights. Or if you're talking about highlights from the, um, the recordings, then you have to go on and turn that feature on too. Does live, streaming help grow accounts quickly? Is that the purpose of every day for 14 days? Um, it is an outcome, not I wouldn't say quickly, but it is an outcome. Can you block a person from your live only, not from your account? You can block people from your account too. Yeah. TikTok generated. I saw the I have the setting on. Okay, gotcha. Yep. Okay. I'm curious as to how to make the screen message like yours go live every day. This is part of a board. You created that on under the board setting before you go live. You got to create messages like this before you go live. Okay. So what was I about to talk about, y'all? I went away from something. I know I was supposed to go back to something. I'm gonna come back here, but I was gonna tell you what was I about to say? Hmm. Put it in the chat for me. I just want to block. You said I want to block her from my account. Just my you don't want to block somebody from your account, just your lives. Um, if you block a person, you block them from your account in your live. I think you block them fully. Yeah. I think it's on both sides. Saw one of those comments not related to your live. Okay, gotcha. American Princess, you mentioned scammers. Okay, I was talking about the scammers. I was talking about the scammers that come in the chat, and they try to fool you. Oh, I was about to talk about violations and restrictions. That's where I was about to go. Okay, violations and restrictions. Difference between the two. A restriction. Here's my analogy. Y'all gotta think back when you was in high school. Think back to that time. When you would get in trouble, you would get an in-school detention. You would get like a timeout. You have to go to this in-school detention. So if you get a restriction, that restriction is for the live you are doing right then and there. TikTok says something about what you did is inappropriate. Maybe you were doing follow for follow, or they'll suspend your gifting, or they'll say that you can't you're redirecting people off the platform. So you get these restrictions, it puts you in timeout. And so it's either going to be for the entire live or it's going to be for a period of time, maybe 10 minutes or so. But keep that in mind. You want to appeal those and hopefully you can get it back up and running quickly. Now, when it comes to your um, violation in high school, back to that analogy. You remember when you would get in trouble and you would get suspended. You couldn't come back for a couple days. That's a violation. So if you get a violation, it is for that entire life. I mean, you're suspended for several days. So drinking, smoking, um, if you are having kids on the app, if you're doing harassing, bullying type behavior, if there's hate speech talk discussed, if you're talking about some stuff that may be harmful or dangerous, you can get your life suspended. All right. So you want to be careful what you're doing. And then they'll usually suspend you for 3 days, maybe 7 days. Nudity, taking clothes off. Even if you're like innocently taking something off, you want to be careful because the AI is looking at you and it's like, well, wait a minute, what you doing? You're about to do a strip tease. What's going on? So you can get in trouble. All right. So your live gets suspended. And you got to wait that time before you can get it back. How do you find out all the things you can't do? There is community guidelines that you can go to and look at, and there's a safety website. If you go to your profile, click TikTok Studio, If you scroll all the way down, you'll see post and live. Scroll all the way down under post, you see Creator Academy. Under the Creator Academy is the guidelines, community guidelines. You can search that. If you go to the live side and scroll all the way down, there is a live academy and there's training videos about some things you can and can't do there as well. All right. So those two academies you should be reading and paying attention to and see what type of content they have for you to learn about. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the follow. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. What about using an iPad? I go live. We are talking about live host percentages. Very informative. Thank you so much for Yana. I'm not sure what your question is. I don't use my iPad for TikTok live. I use it for the YT. Um, the iPad, the camera on the phone is at the top. The iPad, the orientation is on the vertical axis. And so I always looked like I was looking off to the side. So I didn't like the way my iPad would make my live stream look. And so I just switched back to my phone. So yeah, you can use your iPad. I don't know if that's the question you're asking. Yeah, your iPad is fine. It just depends on how you want to use it. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Appreciate you, friend. Just joining what happens in 14 days going live. Alana, we're about to talk about it, friend. We are talking about it. So we're talking about it in context of the good, the bad, and the great. Okay. And so just recognizing we start off with the bad. We always start with bad news, but we started off with the bad just because I wanted you guys to understand some of the things that happen here is quite normal. All right. Normal in a weird, uncomfortable, awkward way, but it's normal. Hey, Lady Neve, welcome to the room. Um, I just got someone who's asking me to request a co-host. I got her co-host request. Now it just popped up. I got 8 seconds to decline it. I just hit decline. I just hit decline. I was like, I'm not doing a co-host request. Thank you, but no, thank you. And so I should have did it just so y'all can see what it looks like. If the next person comes up and requests me, if they request and and um and if I'm not in between a conversation, I'll accept. It just depends on where I'm at. But but with that, that's how those happen. They pop up and I don't turn my notification off. So I get them and I just decline them because y'all never really see me with co-hosts like that. So, good morning, good morning. So that happens, the pop-ups of the co-host, the puzzle piece that pops up on the screen, that happens. The bad actors, the scammers, the people who are trying to prank you and make you think that you're in trouble, those happen. Okay. That is part of some of the bad things that happen on TikTok. So I don't want you guys to be discouraged by it. My husband, the first time it happened to me where I had somebody come in my chat and say something really rude and inappropriate. He was like I was like, "Oh." I said, "What was that about?" I was like, "Why would they say that? What was that?" He was like, "You know what? The TikTok streets is like the regular streets. Get used to it. You're fine. Go back. Go back and finish your live stream. You'll be alright." So, that's what I would tell you. Don't let somebody take you out of your game. You're doing this for your why. You gotta come up with your own why, but you're doing it for your reasons, and you keep showing up, alright? And people, when they're in your room, you can get rid of them. That's the beauty of this. You're in control. You don't have to tolerate anyone misbehaving. Okay. So this is your room. How you doing, Zion? If the viewer follows someone in your live, does that add to the live host percentages? If a viewer follows someone in your live, no, you are a viewer. You are not the live host. So the viewers engaging in that way is helping the viewers. You do want to engage. It helps the viewers. It helps your chat to keep moving and people are commenting. So you want that engagement because it is helpful to see the room moving. But that follow is not my follow, that's your follow. Yeah, so that has nothing to do with the live host. So, yeah, but like I said, you want people to connect, you want the growth to happen, for the room because people are connecting and stuff, so that's really good. Good morning, friend, how you doing, North? Quick question, what do you want us to do with the people who pretend to be you? Um, Mother Ritual, you said, what do you want me to do with my impersonators? Report them. Report them. Yeah. You should report my impersonators. I appreciate you doing that. That's what I was gonna show you guys too. I have a restriction. Thank you, Zion. Thank you for the moonwalk. I have a restriction. I can't figure out what I did wrong. I've watched all that is available. What does it say? What did it say you did wrong? You gotta go back and see what it told you you did. What did it say? What's the reason for it? Every time they give you a restriction or violation, they give you a reason. There's never not a reason. So they give you a reason. So you just the generic message. No, it says something at the top. It has a rationale. Redirecting, follow for follow, gifting suspended, artificial engagement, gifting suspended. That's probably what happened. Yeah. So you got to be careful about what you were saying. You probably were um and not that you were doing anything wrong, but it probably was like the chat was moving too fast or people were gifting too fast, something, or maybe you said, if you do this, I'll do this. And so, yeah, you just got to be careful about what you're asking people to do. Wink, thank you so much for being here. Our live host expected to join other live host lives. Our live host expected to join? No, you do what you want to do. Not expected. Mm-mm. Uh, they make reporting your impersonators kind of confusing. I'll do it through I don't know the process. Yeah, really quickly, I'm gonna show this to you real quick. If you guys go to someone's page, let's see. If you go to someone's page and you want to, so you're, hold on one second. Go to my video. Hold on. Let me do this too. Let me change the camera view. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. We were dancing, having a Mother's Day celebration, nothing else. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on what happened in a room. Always appeal. Click the appeal button. Always appeal. That's my number one tip. I've had restrictions and stuff that happen. I'm like, TikTok, I wasn't even doing nothing. And I hit appeal and it approves it. So the time it didn't approve it, I was like, but so it is what it is. But yeah, you'll be fine. Okay. So if you're here, if you click someone's let's see, if you click this little person here, it shows customized name. You can change my name. And so you can say, you can change me to, Doc, Doc Lisa, um, TT coach. And so my name gets changed. Doc Lisa TikTok coach. Um, my name gets changed. So whenever you see me in your inbox somewhere else, you can know that it's truly me because you created a nickname for me. Hey, Deshauna. So let me know if you got that. So you can go to somebody's profile. If you click the person, that little people symbol or the arrow up here has the little edit name because I could edit it back. And so I can take it back to the original by just canceling out what I did and save it. So it takes it back to the original name. Okay. So you can change a person's name. Let me know if you caught what I did. Put a heart in the chat if you caught what I did. Just did the personalization. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. So you can always personalize somebody's account so you're not duped or fooled. Okay. Hello, I got that. Thank you. Never knew customized existed. Yep. Yep. So you can always customize a live host, your favorite creators or your friends, your family. You want to make sure that is them. I do have impersonators. I don't like it. Um, it is what it is. Yeah, so when I look at my name, look at all these people impersonating my name. All those are fake accounts. That's me for real because I'm live. But these are some of the impersonators. And that's not all of them because this is an account that people know. I got to check on my backup to my backup. And yeah, so it is what it is. I mean, there's scammers, people out there. Don't be duped. You know how many change my name, know how many followers I have. Send me a service plus message. If you send a message in this corner, this is the service plus message. You can just say hi. Want to make sure I have your account, the right account for you. So that way, whenever somebody tries to inbox you, we have that thread that says you tried to connect. And so you're connecting with me at that point. Anybody else that says, Dr. Lisa, this is me, that's not true. So you can easily do that. All right. So that's how you do it. Or you can go to my profile up here and click the message. But that's the way you would know that you have the right person because our thread would be just you and I. All right. So I just want to make sure you guys knew that. So don't get duped by any of these scammers out here. Thank you all. I love that. Just did it. Okay, perfect, perfect. So you can do that for any live or any profile that you want to make sure it's them. All right. Um, Great information. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. I'm teaching from again the live host perspective. I want you guys to be great live hosts. I don't want you to be afraid of this. There's some ick moments, but at the end of the day, you'll get through it. I'm listening, but I'm cleaning my house. Thank you, friend. But I'm listening. Appreciate you, friend. Uh, so yeah, haha, your inbox is flooded. I know it's gonna be flooded, but that's okay. I'll go back and I'll be like, okay, I know these are people who did it because I said to make sure you check in that way. Um, and like I said, that's a good way to just know. I'll go back and just put a heart. I'll respond to you guys and just put a heart so you know it's me. All right. So anybody else reaching out, you be like, no, this is not Dr. Lisa. So how do you deal with follows when you hit 10K following? Ooh. Um, well, first of all, yeah, you gotta remove, you gotta purge, friend. You got a whole lot, so you gotta purge, of following that you're following. My problem is I don't know what to talk about. Ooh, Rise, we'll talk about that in a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna go through the good. People need to get a life and stop trying to scam. I know. It's horrible. TikTok needs to check it though, because they know what's happening, so they can really clean that up too. Yeah, I hold both parties responsible. From FYP, I do press on. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Okay. Really quickly, I'm gonna answer our friend's question about following. So I answered this yesterday because it just so happened to come up because I think what happens here's the thing you guys need to be aware of. As you're growing your account, you end up following people and then following you back. You go to those grow rooms and you're doing all that. Those aren't people who are going to engage in your content, first of all. Those aren't people who are there to come to your live. You just got it for the numbers. And I'll tell you, you go to those rooms for a reason, not a season. So you go there, you engage a little bit, you get some numbers, you unlock 1,000 so you can get TikTok shop, the pilot program, the creator pilot program, or you want a clickable link, you're trying to get that. So you're hitting different milestones so you can kind of unlock these other features. Totally understood. Totally understand the why you did it. However, those are not people you want to keep forever. So in the beginning, you're growing, 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 but you don't keep those people because the max you can follow you, me, any of us, is 10K. Now we can have a whole lot of other followers. We can have millions of followers, but the max we can do is 10K. Now, let's be real. Can you really engage with 10,000 people? No, you can't. You can't go out to all their content. And those people are not people who are going to engage in your content. Those are not people who have an interest in your content. And so you're going to have to purge your list. If you notice all of the high influencers, they're some of them barely following 100 people, let alone 10,000. They do that intentionally because they want their account to be very focused and narrowed on the people that are going to engage or the people they want to follow because they're interested in their content and they're going to engage. But that's the why. And that also informs the algorithm. There's a whole section for following because TikTok's like, oh, you want to see this content. But if your content's all over the place, then they're like, well, what you trying to do here? What's the goal here? I just cleaned up my account. Yeah, you got to clean it up. So mine is like right at 1,000. Now I actually do need to purge even more. All right. I actually need to go in and purge even more because ultimately all those people are not engagers, and I'm not going to their content either. People who I do follow in terms of my rule, I am a creator network agency. So I'm an agency owner and I'm a manager. So I do follow the people in my agency. So those people I do follow. I follow them for a couple of reasons because I put them in my group chat. You got to follow people you put in your group chat. So I put them there. And then also my super fans I follow. So if you're a super fan, I'm not following you, let me know. I might have missed you. But my super fans I follow as well. And then typically my title gifters or people who do one-on-ones, I try to follow them because I give feedback on their account and stuff. So I try to help them out too. But ultimately, that's not 1,000 people. So keep that in mind. Reduce your numbers, bring them down. Not everybody so brand new accounts and stuff, yeah, you're growing, you're building, you're gonna change, you're gonna have different perspectives. Yeah, a lot of people don't follow back. Yeah, but they don't follow back on purpose. I don't want y'all to be offended by that. There's a logic there. So as you grow, you'll see it also. And let me be very clear. Once you get over to 10,000 followers, you can't follow everybody back. It's not possible because they only give you a cap of 10,000. So I'm almost at 23,000. I can't follow. There's over 13 people, 13,000 people I couldn't follow anyway. But I don't keep it that high because again, that confuses my algorithm. So at the beginning, you're doing it intentionally. I get it. You're like trying to grow. You're trying to figure out what's working. You're like, follow this person, follow this. You're doing it on intentionally. That makes sense. But at some point, you're gonna have to purge. You're gonna have to purge. So I'm just saying that out loud because I know, that question has come up a few times lately. And I think it's just because of new people thinking the expectation is that you go to those grow rooms and that's how they teach you and talk about it. But that's not reality. That's not real. Did I message did I message you? Did you answer what happens in 14 days? Christina, give me a second, friend. Give me a second. Christine said, like, right now, what's happening? I'm gonna start. I started already. I already talked about part of what happened. So we talked about 14 days when it comes to the bad. We're gonna talk about the good. We're gonna transition to good. We're gonna talk about the great. And you said, right. I didn't know the numbers confused the algorithm. Yep. 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 Look at your following feed. That'll give you a great insight to what's showing up. How do you get community gift? Oh, you know what? They gave that out like in January. They gave that out in January. So I'm not sure. I forgot what the criteria was. I think it was like certain live hosts got it. Only a few people got it initially, and it was based on how long you have been going live. Your building of your fan club, stuff like that. New people unfollow me because I don't follow them back. Need to do. Yep, yep. I have a long question. Can I come up? Unwritten Unstoppable? Sure. Give me 1 second, friend. Let me recap the bad so people understand where we started here. Um, I got 113 followers. I need 10K to get to yeah, you got some work to do, friend. Yeah, you got some work to do. This is not a grow room. You need a bio also. What is your agency called? Launch your income agency. Um, I'm gonna put up my service plus real quick. If you want to message me, this is the actual agency page too. I'll say hello in the chat and pin it in a second. But this is the actual agency page. Um, and if you want to message me here, I'm going to talk about the agency at some point. I'll talk about it. But if you're already a live host, so a lot of people I speak to here are beginning the journey. If you're already a live host, you have to be going live. You have to have the intent to continue to go live, to build your community, to understand how to learn and grow here and monetize. So all of that is something you want to do. All right. Um, and so agencies are really helpful, depending on if you pick the right agency, with helping you with training, monetization strategy, protection if you get in violation or banned. And so you wanna consider an agency. Okay. Um, Deb, it's about showing up. Um, Deb, you're close, 8,200. Yeah, what you doing, friend? You talking about it's hard. Keep showing up. Do you go live? I got my community gift last week. Did you? All right, awesome, awesome. Good morning, good morning. I'm written. So let me pin this is the agency page. If you're interested in the agency page, you can follow this page. I have some videos on the page that have the application to the agency. I need to do more video content, but those videos, you can click one of those videos to apply to the agency or go into my bio. There's my stand store. The agency application is there as well. Also, a blurb about the agency is in the stand store. So let me know if you have questions. I'm going to talk about the agency in detail, but I come here twice a day. I do one-on-ones with my creators. We have a weekly meeting on Zoom. We have a school community, SKOOL, for resources as well as collaborating with other creators. We also have TikTok group chats that I'll add you to where you can share your content, share your lives. And so it's a great community of supporters. We teach what it means to be a great viewer and then in turn to be a great live host because engagement as a viewer matters. And so if you understand that when you go live, you can teach it to your community. So we talk about it, we teach it. So I want you guys to know that it really is a great community of supporters. You said, "No, I don't." Deb, that's what I would tell you to do, friend. But, he said, I got okay, and good morning. Unwritten, let me pull you up real quick now, friend. Let me know if you're ready. I'm gonna invite you. She said she had a question. It was kind of a long question. We're actually doing an agency retreat, in June, in about 2 weeks. I'm excited, and Unwritten's gonna be there. Hey, friend. Someone just asked me about their PayPal account. They said I don't know if TikTok closed it or they closed it, but TikTok must have didn't close it because they have a new account, but they can't get into that old PayPal. Oh, I don't know. They don't have to contact PayPal. I've never heard that before. Mm-mm. They don't have to contact PayPal. Yeah, I don't think TikTok would have touched their PayPal. I mean, they're obviously linked to it, but yeah, I would tell them to contact PayPal. That's what I thought too. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, that's it. All right. All right. Oh, TikTok was like, "No, you ain't gonna be talking about PayPal." All right. You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, friend. Okay, there we go. Unwritten Unstoppable. She's a live host. She's a great live host. If you guys get a chance to get to her room, connect with her. She speaks from a beginner perspective about what does it mean to go live, and she's helping newbies understand engagement, helping you understand just the whole overall journey of being in a live room. So just know there are people out here that get it and they know it, and you want to make sure you're getting the right tips and strategies. So yeah, so I don't know what happened with that person, but they would have to, contact PayPal. So I don't know if TikTok can resolve that. Doing a live, where do you, go to see the count of shares and people going in also on the porch? What does that mean? Falling off the porch? That means when somebody falls out of your room because they swiped out of your room. And so people say, "I fell off the porch." So that's what you mean. I think that's what you're saying about the porch comment. But, when it comes to the shares and people going in. What is the going in? I'm not sure what that means. Shares and people liking. As a live host, you have, if you click someone's photo, you can see how many shares they sent, how many likes they shared, how many comments they sent. There are many profile pops up, and there's a little box at the top that says, um, it's on the right side. It says, sent so many comments in an arrow. You click that arrow, it'll show you this other screen. So that's where you see it at. No, where can you see how many people are in your room? This number here are the current people in my room for the last minute or so. That's how that works. These are people who are in my room now. Total views, there's a house and you swipe from right to left. You can see people who have viewed this live at some point. All right. That means that maybe they were on the outside looking at me from the For You feed and they haven't tapped to come in, or they can be people who are watching me from the search bar. I mean, these are people who are, when you're on a highway, you're driving, you see all the different cars passing. That could be happening too. So you get those views that way, but the people who actually came in are in the room now. And I would tell you, if you're in the room, hey, Ocean Summers, if you're in the room and you haven't sent a comment yet, put something in the chat, say hello. If you're in my room, you're trying to learn how to be a live host. Hey, Blue, thank you for that. You're trying to learn how to be a live host. So if you're trying to be a live host, you got to talk. You got to engage. If you're trying to be a live host, you want to know how to be a good viewer because you're going to have people come in your room and you're going to want them to engage. So you should say hello. All right. I say when you come to someone's home, the first thing you do is greet the host. Say hello. Hi, I'm here. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you say something. So make sure you say something, friends. Reset and Rise. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Blue. I see your friend Nayali Music. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much, Ocean Summers. I see your friend. Um, Nikita, hello, hello, friends. Okay, so 14 days, this will happen. We started off with the bad. Yesterday, I was all peaches and cream. I was just sharing all the good. I was like, you know what? I need to share the bad too, because I don't want y'all to be mad at me. I don't want y'all to come back and be like, that girl said all this good stuff, and look at all this bad stuff that's happened. So we start off with the bad this time. I'm listening went live yesterday. Sadly, I wasn't able to find the audience effects. Audience effects, the sound effects. It's under the wand. You need to click the wand. Yeah. I need to learn how to teach doing going live on TikTok. I need to learn all the things. All right, Lisa G, I love it. Yes, yeah, there's a wand that you have to click. How long is too long on live and what's the shortest time to be effective? I don't think there's a how long. I don't think there's to be effective, you want to go to make it count as a valid go live day, go 61 minutes. 61 minutes is a valid go live day. So that would count as you going live for that day. That's the metric you should pay attention to. Yeah. Um, as you go longer, TikTok sees you as an active live host. You're improving, you're going long live longer. So TikTok that rewards, by putting more people in your room. I would tell you try to get to 90 minutes, then two hours. I average 2 hours, maybe 2.5 to 3 hours some days. It just depends. So yeah. So I if you can get to 2 hours, I think you're good. All right. Um, so yeah, my learning curve is my main focus. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. You're gonna learn quite a bit. 14 days of going live, you're gonna learn quite a bit. So what's the point of the audience effects? What do you mean? The sound effects? Is that what we keep saying audience effects? I just want to make sure. This is an effect. You can do like this. This is an effect. There's different effects. I mean, this is the board. This is the board. There is sound effects. That's what I was just clicking. It just creates energy for the room. It's yeah, it helps people understand what's happening and stuff. And you have these sound effects. And as you're talking and chatting and stuff, you say something funny. You want the room to react and laugh. So it brings a different energy to the room. So I would yeah, use your sound effects. There's sound cards. People have these other effects that they bring in too. So there's multiple ways to do it. But TikTok sound effects is in the live. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you for your response. You're welcome. What tip can you give to increase people attending a live? Go live more often. Know your live topic. Let me start there because we're gonna talk about this the good now. Oh, I didn't know about the hand effects. I was asking about sounds. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. So under the effects, let me say this real quick. Let's go a little further. There is effects and there's all types of effects. So you can pick the effect that works for you. This is a heart gesture. That's what you say. There are stickers. If I wanted to add some stickers to the room, um, that's a sticker. And then they have some other stickers where you can write the words and stuff. So they have voice effects. That's in there. So if I want to change my voice to the little chipmunk voice, this is a voice effect. And you have these other voice effects you could do. I can change my voice to the robot sounding voice or this voice. It's like a stormtrooper voice or the robot here. The other one was CP3PO from Star Wars also. And then they have these other voices. I'm not going to click all of them, but there's plenty of voices, plenty of voices you can select from. So there's in there. That's all in there. He said, that's cool. That's funny. So yeah, you could change your voice. You said, what? Daddy, you didn't know that? See, okay. Here's the homework. Somebody just tried to message me again. I'm gonna say no since I'm in the middle of my chat. So I went live after your advice last night. Did you, Tracy? How did it go? I tried your tip of speaking to the algorithm my first 2 minutes of live, and I think it worked. Did it? All right, Angela. That's awesome. That's awesome. Wait, did you? Wait, you did it so cool. Clearing your throat afterwards. I did not know that either. Did you? So yeah, the voice effects are in there. Yeah, I realized the board is edible. I just saw the example of the stock market. So Ignore it. Okay, got you. So yeah, so that's in there for you guys. So when it comes to uh what does what mean? I'm not sure what you guys. I didn't know what I was trying the hand gesture today. Okay, awesome. Vanessa, you're in the wrong room, friend. But welcome to the room. um, let's see. You said went well, short and sweet, and no violations. There we go. Speaking to the algorithm. What does that mean? Okay, speaking to the algorithm. Let me, Cheryl. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna explain that. Um, voice effects. Play around with effects. Here's the homework. Okay, homework. Because I've been saying this lately. The question about how I do the sound effects has become now my biggest one of my pet peeves. I'm not gonna say my biggest. It's gotten on the pet peeve list because you guys asked that. And here's what I would say to you all. 14 days going live. So if you're a person who has asked that question and you currently go live, I'm gonna say you need to do homework because you're not pressing buttons. There's no way you would ask me that question if you were clicking around. All right. And then the person who hasn't gone live and asked that question, I'm going to say go live. Okay. And press the buttons because that's the easy button. The homework is, I swear, you said I'm a happy clip clicker. I don't click around nothing. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to be clicking and exploring. Ask TikTok, Tokyo, my technical questions. It's just right. Does engagement on a live count? Yes, Fred, it does. You need engagement. Yes. So, homework. Find out where the sound effects are located. All right. And play with them. Other homework. The thing you need to know is how long you've been going live before you end that live. So now you need to find out where's the real time performance. All right. So that means you need to swipe from right to left or click the little house. Has anybody clicked the little house with the arrow that tells you to click? So that those 2 things you need to do. That's your homework for anybody who's going live. How long have you been going live? How many new followers you got? If you got collected any diamonds, you need to know that. All right? So that's what you need to know. You said I know that one. Yes, yes, I'm new. You said I'm talking to you, RJ. I love to connect. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all being here. My let me turn on viewer wishes because I have to do that also for a campaign, but I'm going to talk about this feature too. I want you guys to also know about this feature. So we'll talk about it in a second. Let me answer some of the other questions about my trick with the algorithm. Thank you so much, Bun. Thank you so much, Bummy. Wait, what was the homework? Find out where sound effects are and find out where your time, how long you've been going live. So you need to know where the time is located for your live. Now that you're looking at your own clock, you're looking at TikTok's clock. So if you don't know where those 2 features are located, that's your homework. All right. You said press buttons. That's it. Press buttons. Press buttons. But yeah, that has become my new pet peeve. I was like, y'all ain't pressing no buttons. Laugh out loud. I was about to say I can look at the clock. I know you can look at the clock, but you need to look at TikTok's clock. That's the clock you need to look at because you want to see how long you've been going live. So for me, when I look at my clock, I've been going live for an hour and 31 minutes. An hour and 31 minutes. That's what I've done. So yeah, so y'all need to know where the clock is located. All right. And then wait, maybe I should say this. You need to know how much money you've earned. Y'all find that answer out, wouldn't y'all? Y'all gonna find that answer. You're like, oh well, let me check. Let me find out how much I've earned. Because that's in this live too. So he said, sure will. You said, I know that answer. Just watched your live for 200 minutes. Awesome, friend. They're on the same screen. That's why I said I made 3 cents yesterday. I gotta go now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. All of us in the UK. Welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you. 200 minutes. Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so when it comes to the trick, thank you for the populars, friend. And when it comes to I should say trick. So this is what will happen. Go live for 14 days. You're gonna build number one, confidence for all my nervous people, all my shy people, all my scared people, all my introverted people. You're gonna build confidence. All right. You're gonna be comfortable going live. You're gonna understand what happens. I tell you all the time, your day one is not like your day 14. All right. That's not how it works. You get better. Anything in life you do that you start working out, start exercising, trying to do a marathon. Day one's hard, but then when you start practicing and doing it more frequently, you build that muscle memory, you become more comfortable, more confident about it, you get better. And that's what's going to happen here. All right. You're welcome, friends. Thank you so much. I'm on my phone. I am on my phone. Thank you so much for the wink winks. Appreciate you, friend. So when I claim the rewards, how does that benefit the both of us? When you claim rewards, when you claim points, let me know. Is that what you're talking about? The daily heartbeat? You're growing in the fan club. And as a live host, you want your fan club members to keep coming back. You want this number to keep coming back, the people to come back each week as they collect their daily heartbeat. When you guys see that join my fan club, that's part of your weekly monetization. It's part of the weekly missions TikTok has. So you're growing your fan club. You said you're good. I'm good at teaching. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So for a live host, that is very important. Your fan club is one of your more important groups. I would say, yeah. So I'll point that out in a second. Give me 1 second because I want to just go through quickly I said five things that are good to great. We started off with some of the bad, so I wanted to acknowledge that, some of the things that are kinda about being here with the, puzzle piece, the scammers that try to get you to come off the live, or the pop-up people who try to co-host. Those are things that are like, why is that happening?" So we talked about that already. So that's normal. Those are things that happen, especially in those first 14 days. You're gonna see all of those things happen, but just know that that's normal. When it comes to good things, confidence building, this is for my people who are nervous and, have all types of issues when it comes to going live. You you those nerves go away. They subside. Now, are they completely gone by day 14? In a perfect world, they are. If you go on daily for at least an hour, yeah, you're feeling better. You're getting better at it. You're growing. You're building. So yeah, absolutely. So keep that in mind. It gets better for you. When it comes to the other thing you should expect, I said memory recall, you're going to get used to this. It does seem like a learning curve. I just gave you a homework assignment to know where the sound effects are located, to know where the other analytics are located. But if you're clicking around here, you'll get it. There's Diamond, she's been going live. I think she's almost at a week or so going live, maybe 10 days. How long have you been, Diamond, if you're still in the room? She asked me about multi-guest panels and stuff. And so just understanding those are things that you're gonna have questions about. And then if you're clicking around, you'll learn it. All right. Sometimes you'll have to come back to the live host. You have to ask me about boards and stuff, but you should be clicking around and you'll be able to recall it. How did you get to the Heart Me sticker on your how did you get the Heart Me sticker on your live? It's under stickers when you click that wand. You wasn't listening, Lisa. Lisa said, I wasn't paying attention when you said that. Thank you, Frank. It's under stickers. When I clicked the wand, I said, "Oh, stickers are there, the voices are there. Thank you for the populist friends." I said all that stuff was there, so it's under there. It's there too. Thank you all. I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. Thank you so much. Wink, wink. Um, I'm going to start my 14 days. God, give me favor either tonight or tomorrow. Awesome, awesome. The third thing I said is that you're going to learn. This is going to be a learning experience. So really quickly, my friend asked the question about the tips I gave people. Cheryl, I think you asked that question. The tip I gave yesterday about starting your live stream. I'm gonna give a couple of tips real quick so you guys kind of buckle in for me. I guess I'm so into my content, I forget to do my sound effects. I'll work the boards though. Okay, all right, yeah, do the sound effects. That helps ease the room. It kind of brings this nice little relaxed feel to it. People hearing the claps, the cheers, the laughter. That's important. It brings a different energy to the room. I know some people who overdo it. Lord, I'm like, if you press that darn cheer button one more time, if you press that laugh effect one more time. So there's some people who do overdo it, but you decide what that looks like. He said, uh, he said, I'm not about. So yeah, there's people who do it, but definitely work on your own strategy for it. Are the boards and the effects? No, the boards. Well, let me take that back. The boards are under the wand when you're live. You could turn the board on and off. You cannot create it in the live. You create it before the live, and that's under settings, or maybe it's its own board area. Lord mighty, give me the strength to do 14 days like real. Okay, all right. For real. Yeah. What will happen if we go live for 14 days? I'm talking about it now, friends. Stay with me, DJ. Appreciate you being here. Preach. I just love your vibe and everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I would love the clapping and cheering effects in real life. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. That's true. Thank you, friend. Okay, so what I was just saying is, let me give a quick tip. So when you get ready to go live, all right, I want you. So somebody said, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know how to start the live. I want you to do some homework first. All right. So going live, there's a little bit of preparation. There's a little bit of preparation that you need to do. You need to know who you're talking to. Again, when you go live, you're not talking to everybody. We're not everybody's for everybody. I'm not for everybody. Y'all come in, y'all like, she's nice and all, but I don't know if I like her vibe. I need somebody who's louder. There's all types of things you might say. It's like, you know what, she's not for me. That's okay. Just like I'm not for everybody. Or everybody's not for me either. So I'm okay with that. I go to lives and I'm like, ooh, that's not what I'm looking for. You said I'm a DJ. Welcome, friend. Say what? No way. Whatever. You said how it works for DJs. Um, you're for me for sure. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. So when you do your target audience, you want to make sure you're searching for the people, you're talking to the people who are for you. Okay. So I talk to you guys because I know what I needed for a live host. And I tell you guys all the time, your audience is a reflection of you. So I was nervous. I was scared. I was afraid. I was wondering what all this was about. I do have a little bit of social anxiety, and so I know how to maneuver and turn it on and turn it off. But at the end of the day, this is not my comfort zone. I'm a nail biter, so this is not my comfort zone. So I had to build up to this. And I know what that experience is like. I recall that experience. All right. Remember I told you memory recall. I understand what that feels like. So when I talk about it from an authentic perspective because I've been there. All right. And that kind of goes back to what I said earlier. You guys, as live hosts, you need to know how to be good viewers. All right. Because you're going to be asking people to engage in your live stream. So think about what does it mean to be a good viewer? I was a good viewer and I teach that. So I want to make sure people understand. Okay, friends, we got to make sure we don't get distracted. You guys, this is not a grow room. So I always tell people, thank you so much, friend. I always tell people come in, say hello, engage, kind of read the room, make sure you are not doing stuff to scam people. Are there ways and means to gain insights on things for lives? Are there ways and means to gain insight on times for lives? Once you start going live, there's analytics that you could look at. I always tell people though, start with you. Start with you. I'm learning something. Thank you, friend. Also, how similar should your content be to your live stream? Very similar. Um, very similar in the sense that you want people to go back and look at your content and say, oh, like when y'all look at my content, I talk about content creation, I talk about TikTok live, I talk about go live motivation. I'm talking and sharing tips that I actually share in my live stream. Or I'll say something in my live stream. I'm like, let me do some content on that. Let me talk about that more. So yeah. So yeah, they should be very aligned. Um, you said you wish you never went to grow rooms. I think they hurt me. Yeah, and you know what? You can recover from it, but I tell people you go there for a reason, not a season. Grow rooms, I'm nervous to even ask. Oh, Wilkinson coach. I'll talk about it in a second. Let me finish my thought though for the 14 days. I want to make sure you guys are set up for success there. I'll talk about engagement in a second. So I'm gonna bring up the grow room stuff in a second. Saw all your content about to dig into all your knowledge today. You're so sweet. It's so helpful. Thank you, Lady Nebe. Okay, so what I was about to say is that I want you guys to do a couple things. When you go search your topic, go on the home screen of TikTok first. Okay, first, just to get an idea of what's out there. Type in your topic, and as you type in your topic, you'll see where TikTok will start giving you some suggested searches, and you'll see an arrow pointing up. So if I typed in the word spiritual, TikTok will give me all these different words aligned or search terms aligned with spiritual, spiritual journal, spiritual guidance, so it's going to give me all that and you'll see what makes sense for you, spiritual for women, and so you click what makes sense for you and you'll see the content. You can see lives, you can see sound effects, you can see hashtags, you'll see all the different ways you could search for that term or engage in that term, engage in the content. And so what I'm telling you is that use those keywords to understand what people are searching. That's what people are searching. Those are popular searches. And so people who are your audience are searching those terms. So look at the content too and see if there's some other terms that may come up for you as well that is based on your content. So then you could take that and when you go to maybe ChatGPT or any of the AIs, Claude or Gemini, whatever you want to use that to start looking up your target audience so you really understand your target audience. So here's a free prompt. All right. So screen record me. I make sure you're listening. So I don't have to repeat this for the next 20 minutes because somebody gonna say I didn't get it. So make sure you're listening. All right. I'm gonna say it hopefully just one time and catch what I'm giving. All right. So here's a prompt. Brainstorm. So I'm asking for it to brainstorm for me. Brainstorm 5 examples of a niche, comma, topics, comma, my target audience for my TikTok live stream. Include for my target audience the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points based on me being the characteristics that you want to include. Maybe those search terms, maybe your bio you could plug in. If you're a wife, a mom, you work in this career, you do this hobby, use that prompt. Okay. Really quickly, target audience, the demographic, male, female, age group, it will give you all the stuff. Maybe people, stay at home moms, whatever it is. Psychographic, how you think and how you feel. All right. How that target audience thinks and feels about your topic. And then the pain points is what they're struggling with. Okay. You said 14 more times. I know, friend. That's probably what I'm gonna get. 14 more people like, say it again, say it again, say it again. So I say that because then once it comes up with your 5 examples, okay, it's gonna give you 5 examples. It comes up with your 5 examples. You pick one. Maybe you like number three. Number three is all what you needed. Ooh, that's me. I love it. Oh, that they captured what I was looking for. That's me. Then you can say, hey, give me the keywords for my TikTok live stream. Write the next 7 days of an outline for my live stream. Write an example of a script to start my live stream, my orient my introduction script. So you can ask it to do a little bit more for you. And so then you have that outline, you have the script, you know what you're going to talk about. And so what I said when you first, so catch what I'm giving here real quick. When you first start your live, you don't wait for the 3, 2, 1 to happen. You you start at 3. As soon as you go live, you're talking, you're saying the keywords that matter for your live stream. So the keywords for me is TikTok live. So as soon as 3 hit, I'm on it. And I say it slowly. I'm letting it hear what I'm saying. I'm enunciating. I'm not talking. I'm not speed talking. I'm letting it understand what I'm putting down. Okay. Thank you all who are coming in. Those who are coming in, thank you for the follow. Make sure you are following the live host. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't grabbed your daily heart me, click up here to grab your daily heart me as well. This is a job training laugh out loud. My brain is heavy. You got this, friend. Three, two, one. As soon as you start the live stream, it goes three, two, one, and then you're live. But you actually are live at three. So you need to start talking. Yep. So you start talking. Three, two, one. Okay. So once you hit that go live, you say, okay, yeah. So so let me know if you guys caught what I gave. Let me know if you caught what I gave. I just gave that one time. So hopefully you caught it. I want you guys to understand that you are live at that point. You're talking, you're saying, I'm saying. So when I do the three, two, one, I say at three, I'm like TikTok live, live streaming tips, beginner friendly tips, how to go live challenge, 14-day challenge, new live hosts, TikTok live. So that's how I'm talking. I'm being intentional about the words I'm saying. I caught a screen recording. You so funny. So yeah, so that's it. Caught it. Thank you. Um, you said I talk way too fast. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm talking slow on my way on week 2. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you for being here. Um, you need to change what you're saying in your live stream. Don't say those countries. Say your country, say your city, say things that are applicable to you. I get a lot of people who come from Florida. I'm from Florida. I get a lot of people who come from Chicago. I'm originally from Chicago. I get a lot of people in my room that are Lisas. I'm like Dr. Lisa. And so yeah, make sure you're saying the words that matter for you. Do your content that way. Make sure you're doing the keywords, the search. So you're saying the things that matter for your target audience. I'm gonna say maybe you were hanging out in those grow rooms and you picked up some stragglers from there. So you got to be careful because your audience may be made up of a lot of people from those other countries. Well, Lisa is the best name. I know it is. I know fellow Lisa. And so just be careful about what you're saying. What you're saying and rooms you're going into, what you're viewing, all that has an impact. Well, you probably don't, but I'm not saying that you don't. I don't know if you ever did, but your followers may be made up of people from other countries. Like, I'm sure you don't know all 12,000 people. So, it may be made up of other countries. So you might be getting people in your room because of your community who's there. You could be getting um, people from other rooms, you know, in terms of where you're going to other live rooms. Will this live be available later on recording? I co-stream on YouTube, so you can go back and watch the stream on YouTube. Yep. I went live Sunday and erased it because I don't look like me. How do you change you talking about using the filters and effects? There's filters before you go live. Click the enhance button. Click enhance. Yeah. So go in and click enhance and see if that helps. Yep. Motion summer. Let me know if you caught that. Um, you said only you only peeked in them rooms. Okay. Gotcha. You said my last live had me looking like I was wearing that overall orange browser. Yeah, just see what happens. Yeah, try the filters on the hands button. You said peak. Okay, gotcha. This is good to know. I didn't know you had YouTube. Yeah, I co-stream on YouTube. I'm on the YT as we speak. That is my co-stream. Thank you so much. Hey, friend, how you doing, more? Thank you so much for the shout outs. I appreciate your friend. Thank you. Yes. So let me go back. I like the live. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you all. Appreciate everybody in the room. So appreciate you. How you doing, Miss Neleva? Thank you so much. Um, okay, so let's do this. Let's talk now. So we talked about confidence, we talked about muscle memory recall, we talked about learning, we talked about how you want to engage your audience, you want to talk, you want to do that engagement in when you start your live stream. You want to show up daily, you want to go live for at least an hour. Okay, 61 minutes to be exact, if not longer. Hey, how you doing, Grow with Gray? Welcome to the room. Thank you so much. This live was very helpful. I'm learning and building my confidence before. Thank you so much, friend. Um, s- um, Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. The great information. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so I started off by saying you got to be good viewers. So you're learning along the way. The whole point of this, thank you, friend, for that. I love you so much, is that you are actively trying to build your community. So this will happen. You will build community. You will get fan club members. You will get new followers. You will. All right. I tell people all the time, my 75% of my followers come because of my live stream. In almost a year and a half, I've been doing this. 75% is because of going live easily. I would say more, but I got to give some credit to my content. Okay. So some credit to the content side, but for the majority, it is because of my live stream. It is because I say the things that are important to the audience and I teach how to be engaged viewers. All right. So if you are sitting here as a live host and you're not talking about the engagement pieces, sharing the live, liking the live, following the live host, supporting by getting the daily heartbeat, then you gotta talk about those things too. And let me be clear, this is another, hard truth. And I know some of you who came into my room, we see it. We see you. We see what's going on. So y'all know I have to do this. My friends who've been with me for a while, y'all know I do this because I do it on purpose because I don't want y'all to say nobody told you. Okay. First of all, I tell it also because I tell it because I don't want you to leave here as a live host and not know that you should be doing stuff. All right. And engagement is important. So first of all, we're in a TikTok economy. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the go lives and the taps. Yes, tap the screen, tap, tap, tap. If you guys don't mind tapping, but sharing out the live, if you could click the arrow in the corner here, you could share it, you could add it to your story, you could repost as well. So if you guys don't mind tapping and sharing the live in particular, or you could do what's called a power share, hold the screen down and share the live out that way as well. So I appreciate the shares to support the live stream. Thank you all who are sharing out the live. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the I love you so much. I appreciate it. Um, my new friends in the room, we talk about this being a TikTok economy. In order for your room to grow, you also have to be cognizant that you need viewers. You need to engage in your viewers. So if you're a live host that's only talking about your topic and you're not doing any engagement and people are putting comments in, you got to make sure you address the people. Okay. So those first couple lives, just make sure you are chatting with the people, click their bio, read their bio. If they don't have one, encourage them to get a bio so you know a little bit more about them. Play around with the effects and the features here so you know where things are located. So in those first couple lives, you're getting acclimated. All right. You're saying hi to people. You may ask people to grab your daily heart mate. All right. So those are things you're doing. Let's do this real quick. Let me show you the boxes. I'm going to show the boxes. We'll talk about the blue box. We'll talk about the fan club, but I'm going to show you the box real quick. To put in the chat real quick, put box, BOX. And I'm going to try to break this down. I'm not going to stay on super long. You probably will get me for like another 30 minutes. That'll put me at 2.5 hours. Um, so when you click the word box, I'm going to put it in my chat as well so I can show it. I want to show you guys something. Having trouble seeing names on people. You could go from left to right and you can see all the words a little bigger that way as a live host. Okay, so I'm going to click this. So if you put the word box in the chat, you'll see what we're talking about really quickly. There's a blue box, there's a heart, and there's a diamond. Blue box, heart, diamond, and then this is gift gallery. Everybody has should have all those features. Okay. The blue box represents the blue box represents your viewer engagement level. Okay. That's you as a viewer. That's you. If you guys click my box, you'll see me. All right. So that's you as a viewer. The middle box, the heart, is your level for you being a fan club member. That's your member, your fan club member box. For every live, when you go to someone's live, that's their box. So right now you're in my room. It's my level. It's the level that you are from my room. All right. So that's your level you're at for my room. The last box, the diamond, is your level as a live host. Okay. So that is you as a live host. So you got your blue box for you as a viewer. You got your middle heart box for you for my room as a member of my community. So blue box is you as a viewer. The middle box, the heart is you as a member of my community. And then the diamond is you as a live host. So at any given moment, we can see how you are operating. Hey Demetri, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much, Lisa Kelly. Thank you for the populars. We can see how you're operating as a live host or as a viewer or as a member. TikTok is very transparent. TikTok makes it so that those badges, friend, rise and friend, those badges tell a story. If you don't have a badge, it tells a story, whether you intended to tell that story or not. TikTok is very transparent. TikTok is a little messy. Okay. So in my room, I know I have beginners. I know I have people who are just starting their journey, just trying to figure this out. So I have a lot of people in my room that don't have badges. I'm getting repeat people who do now have badges, which is awesome. But I have a lot of people who don't. And if you don't have a badge by your name, it tells a story about you. All right. It tells a story that you are not a high engager. You don't have a blue box. It says LV0. It tells a story about how you engage in my live as a member. It says zero level member. And then the lowest level that you can have for the live host is D5. It tells a story about you as a live host. So it tells a story. All right. Are you able to see during the live who is your top engagers? Yeah, I can. Yeah. I can see through the fan club. You can see that. The blue box follows you to everybody's live. So you know the blue box is a level of engagement across all lives. So when you see high engagers there, you're like, oh, this is a high engager. You know they have high numbers. When it comes to my level, people who fly in are my super fans or they are high level engager. And then I gotta come back to this. This is a new feature. Okay, look at TikTok. Okay. Um, so yeah, I can see my level of my fan club members here too. So did you hit the flash code? I hit the flash code today? We did. We got the flash code. We got it already and we achieved it. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for asking. You're so sweet. Yes, you told me about myself last time, so I fixed it. Now I'm just working on my bio. Look at you, friend. Yes. So you get to look at you could go up here and look at your community. With that being said, I and so Mother Ritual, thank you for saying that because I want you guys to understand like you're sending a message when you don't engage. And I teach this because I don't want you guys to get out there in these TikTok streets and then want to go live and you don't have any badges to speak that you also engage with other people's live. Hey friend. And so if you're trying to be a live host, you need to also be a good engager. And then that allows people to see you engaging. So then they can engage in your live. Okay. Greetings, everyone. Hello, friend. How you doing, Shelly? Hey, Luna. I saw you come in as well. So appreciate your friend. So I teach it this way because I know at the end of the day, people are thinking like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go live and I'm gonna show up and I'm just gonna be great. Thank you for grabbing a daily heartbeat, friend." Um, and it's all good. No, you gotta also engage. You gotta support your supporters. You gotta go out and make sure you're building community intentionally with the people who you want in your room. And then as you're building community, those people, not that it's 100% reciprocated, but those people will ultimately come to your room and support you. You're doing it intentionally on that. The message was loud and clear. The hosts that I frequently were so happy when I gifted. I knew it was a needed fix. You saved my relationships. I'm out here saving lives. Yeah, so some hosts are they're probably like me. Thank you so much, Luna. I appreciate it. They're like me. I don't look at you, May. I love that May gift. They're like me. We don't say, oh, do this, do that. We don't overtly say it. There's some people who overtly say it or have ways to that you understand very clearly. Look at you, Michael Jackson. I think that's such a cool gift. Thank you so much, friend. But it is that. If you're here trying to be a live host, you're giving all this great information and support and knowledge, and then only thank you, friend, only for it not to be appreciated fully. Thank you, Fred. Look at you moonwalking. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate you. And so, it's one of those things where you have to think about what message are you sending. And if you're trying to be on this app as a viewer that is not engaging, you know, you're just consuming and you're not showing appreciation for what you received. All right. So that's how you grow. And so you have to have a mindset that says, I'm gonna put stuff out there in the universe. I want to help people. I want to support them. And I'm gonna be a beacon of light and support to other people so that I can receive that back. That's the mindset you have to have. And if you're not doing that, and there's ways to do it where you don't break a budget. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling people to do all the big gifts and stuff, but I'm telling you that there is some value and importance to making sure that you are engaging in that way. All right? Because the reality of it is that you're gonna have people engaging in your live in that way. You're gonna want them to support your live. And so how are you supporting as well? All right. So I just wanted to make sure I said that to you all. So we'll talk about the blue box a little bit more. I'm going to talk about strategy. I don't want you guys to be left out here kind of like, what do I do? You have to be a consumer as well. Yeah, consumer from a viewer perspective is important, but also making sure you understand the proper way to consume. Yeah. It's like going to a restaurant. Great service, great meal, great ambiance. You loved everything about it. And you just walk out and no tip. Would you do that in real life? Would you be that person? So think about what you're doing. What optics are you giving? I'm thinking of offering a personal tarot reading at the top for engagers doing that live. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's a good strategy. Yes, you are. Thank you so much, friend. Yeah. Um, you're the best when I get my following up. I'm definitely joining your agency. Thank you, friend. Hey, Coach Jesse, appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. That's a great example, Dr. Lisa. Yeah, yeah. I just want you guys to understand. So if I'm creating live hosts, then I'm creating a community of engagers because that's the whole point of this. If you're gonna go out there and do your live hosting thing, then you got to understand what does it mean to also engage. And you don't necessarily. It's not necessarily for my live. It's for maybe the people. It's for the people who are coming to your lives because they need support too. I don't have a live host badge. What level do I need to be to get that? Yes, you do. You're D2. When I click your box, I see D2. I see that. It doesn't show up on your pro in my on the only the boxes from a viewer perspective are showing up here, not the live host badge. Is that what you're saying? So I see Lisa and I see your 22 Miss April. And when I click your box, I see your D2 diamond box. Shelly, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Let me know if there's other questions too. Appreciate you all being here. Let's see. Um, yeah. You said you have to pay to play. Um, Actually you don't. Maybe that's my biggest gripe with TikTok. What am I, please? Maybe that's my you don't have to pay to play. You're a D5 friend. Um, Lucy, you're a D5. Walking in the rain. Or sing. You don't have to pay to play. That's the thing about it. You don't. TikTok will let you go live, and you won't even have to have a box or a badge. Yeah, you can go live. If you don't have a box or a badge, you're gonna be coming back to me, be like, "Why don't people engage with my live?" And I'm gonna say, "Well, do you engage with other people's lives? What are you doing?" But no, you don't have to pay to play. You can literally get live access, and you've never spent a penny. They'll give it to you. I personally think that's shady of TikTok, but hey, that's a whole nother conversation. You said, "How do we find out your love?" Hey, Flourish, welcome to you. Thank you so much. Because at the end of the day, I think that's kind of shady because at the end of the day, people have to engage in your life. And so you're gonna be asking people to support you, but you don't ever do it either. Honestly, I just exchanged a gift that others give me when I was a panelist and gifted using that. Okay, that's right. We did talk about that. That's right, Mother of Ritual. I was like, Mother of Ritual, how you get up in them panels? But yeah, I remember that now. Is D5 the lowest? D5 is the lowest. Everyone starts at D5. D5 is the lowest. Shelly's, let's see, Shelly, what do you, your question, what was your question, friend? You said, don't know, find out our levels. Put, click your profile box, your profile picture. Levels for live host starts at D5 and then it goes D4, D3, D2, D1. Hey, Yolanda, how you doing, friend? Um, and then it goes C5, C4, C3, C2, C1. Then it goes B5, B4, B3, B2, B1. And then it goes I'm sorry, A3, 2, 1. They don't have the 4 and the 5. Don't know why, but they don't have it. Thank you, friend. What was that? Was those turtles? The the frog conductor. Thank you very much, Lady Neve. Oh, that was funny. I've been at D2 and my gift gallery has been filled twice as far as I can see, but not moved to D1. Okay, so let me explain the leagues and the blue box. Let me explain the blue box because somebody else asked way earlier, and I don't remember if you're still in the room, why your badge number. Was that you, Lady Ritual? Somebody asked why their badge number didn't improve. So let me explain both the badge, the blue box badge, as well as the league badge. There's things you need to pay attention to. I swear I'm so lucky I get into doors that surprise me. It's because I'm so charming, wink. Thank you so much, Fred. I appreciate it. Hey, Yolanda, appreciate your friend. How you doing? Flores, thank you so much. This ain't TV. Appreciate y'all, friends. Thank you all for coming in supporting. Sonia, welcome to the room. Appreciate you all being here. Um, So let's see. Let's talk through. Let me do blue box first. We'll do blue box first, and then we'll do lead because I was gonna go to the blue box level. So in the chat, let's do this real quick. Everybody, put the word blue in. We'll show. Want you to see what your how many level points you have. I want to show this to you all. Thank you all for supporting. I thank you, friend. Once you put blue in the chat, click your photo. Click your photo, and your photo I want you to click your blue LV number. Thank you, Fred. The fan cat. Appreciate you. Thank you, Yolanda. Appreciate your friend. Thank you, Coach Jesse. Um, so once you do that, my friends, you put your word blue in. I want you to click your look at you first time gifted with that daily heart me. Thank you so much, Academic Gemini. Welcome to the room, friend. Awesome. The fan cat. You guys, I was tickled because they have did you guys see the moonwalk gift? Did y'all see that? I had it up in here. I think it's been filled, but it was super cute. Okay, let's go. Let's click the LV box. LV0, LV1, LV9, LV26, whatever your LV number is. I want you to click it. Okay. Um, can we see people are searching? You said where exactly on the homepage of TikTok where can we see people are searching? The home on your profile, there's home in a corner, and then there's a search bar. Yeah. So okay. So LV box. So if you click your LV box, you're gonna see a blue screen. Blue screen pops up. There's a question mark here, which explains it, breaks it all down. Okay. So you can read it for yourself. These numbers here show how many points you've collected, how many points you need for the next level. I'm a level 23. So this is what I need for 23. And then there's a scrolling message. It'll pop up in a second again. That's what you're looking at. That message there tells you how many points to level up. You are paying attention to your level up points. That's what you want to track. So my friends who are stuck and you're like, oh, I don't know why I'm not growing. I don't know why my blue box level has always been the same. How many points you still need to give? Hey, Chicago pizza. Thank you, friend. How many points do you still need to get? That tells you. That's your answer. All right. So if you're being strategic, so look at you level up ship. Level 17. Congratulations, friend. Awesome. Thank you for that level up ship. Thank you for that, Lady Neve. I love it. So make sure you guys are paying attention to your levels, okay? The points that you need is also represented is oftentimes if you click the gift box here, this is the gift box. You see the moonwalk. Look at you, bountiful. Thank you very much, bountiful. Bounty and bliss. I said bountiful. Thank you so much, friend. If you see it, if you click the gift box oftentimes you're level 12 in the room. Congratulations. Um, it will often show you here as well how many points you need. And then you click it, takes you back to the blue screen. All right. So the gift box also shows you those points. All right. So again, if you got points that you need to get to the next level, pay attention to what you're doing. You could say, "Oh, well, I might need a couple points here. I'll level up." So Bounty, she leveled up. Lady Neve, she leveled up. And so they looked at their points and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this will let me level up. Or maybe I'm gonna do a little bit here. I might do a little bit in another room, do a little bit in another room, and maybe by the end of the day, or maybe by the end of the week, I'll level up. So you control that. All right. You don't have to break the bank, but you control it. Thank you, Flourish. Appreciate your friend. Can you tell us the benefits of being the title gifter? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yes, that was for the blue box. So you're level 26, Sonia. That was for that badge. I didn't answer your question yet for your D5 question. You just leveled up too. Look at you flourish, level 30. Congratulations, friend. Let me see if I can set the sticker. I don't know if I can do it. Will it let me do it? Actually, I think it will. I got so much stuff on my screen. I'm gonna set you right here. We're gonna put you, well, we'll put you here underneath. All the stuff on my screen. Oh Lord. I'm covering up my message. We'll put you there for I'll put you there for a little bit. So, you said it's my fourth level 30 in a room this week. Really? You've been out here, friend. Look at you. Wow. I think I did that the other day. There's some rooms that I'm higher in. It's that time of the year. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. Welcome, friend. How you doing, Colleen? Thank you so much, friend. Congratulations, Flourish. Um, so title gifter, benefits of title gifter. So here's the deal. That was cute. Seen that one. Oh, look at you, title gifter, the hat and mustache. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, friend. So you see where it says she's the title gifter, first of all. So we see that. She's a hat and mustache. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Doc. That was cute. That was super cute. Thank you, friend. So let's see. So thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hey, Black Diamond, welcome to the room. So when it comes to title gifters, your title gifters you actually want to pay attention to. All right. I'm testing all the new gifts. I see you are. The little sign that says congratulations, Flourish. How did you do that? It pops up on your chat to congratulate her, to celebrate her, and you can click it. And you can click it. And so yeah, so you can click it and you can add it. It says add sticker. Yeah. I love the moonwalk. The moonwalk is super cute. It is. Do they still have Volt gifts? They do. They come out parts of the year. I don't think they're out right now. I think that's um I don't think it's the time of the year for them. Um so title gifter, let's go back to title gifter. Title gifter is in the gift gallery. Remember I showed you guys you all have gift galleries. Do me a favor, let's do it again real quick. Let's do box. We're gonna put the word box in the chat. I'm gonna show you guys you all have gift galleries. All right. Everybody has them. You do not access your gift gallery as a viewer. You only can access it. Thank you so much, Don. I appreciate your friend. You can only access it as a live host. Like Diamond, look at you, friend. Level 10 in the room. Appreciate you. So you only can access it as a live host. So click your photo. Click your photo. All right. Once you click your photo, and put box in here too. Once you click your photo, you'll see your gift gallery. Okay. Now this is my agency account. I haven't gone live on this account in some time. So the gift gallery is not filled. It's empty. All right. So this account I don't go live on. I haven't done it recently. I need to go live on it. Um, but when you click yours, if you're a live host, you want to pay attention to the people who are your title gifters. And some people they'll fight for different titles. The roses is a popular one. Depends on the gift. People will fight for them. But if you click it, it shows you how to become a titled gifter. It explains the process. There's a question mark in there. It's a great way to kind of solidify yourself for the week, potentially, depends on the gift you're sending, for the week as the title gifter. And in turn, the live hosts, we get a report at the end of the week on Sundays of who were our title gifters, who supported our live. And then with that report, we can then decide, okay, these are people I want to go make sure I go to their lives. I want to make sure I support them too. And so you pay attention to things like that. It's another way to continue to grow your community. Hey, Sandy, appreciate your friend. And so you want to pay attention to your title gifters too. Um, did you get a flash card? I did, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you. Hey, Black Diamond. Appreciate you. Title gifter. Look at you. Title gifter of the roses. You done took the rose title back. Um, and so title gifters are people who ideally they're coming in, they're supporting. Some people are just really, they may not be live hosts. They might just say, you know what, I just want to come and take the title and I want to be the title gifter for the roses or some other thing. And so it depends. Ideally you're starting to pay attention to your supporters and you want to make sure you also support them. Okay. Does the gift gallery reset weekly? It resets weekly. So I'm sorry. It changes over on Sunday at midnight, Monday at midnight, Monday technically. So at midnight going into Monday, it changes to the new gift gallery. Is that Monday, you guys, or is it 12 or 12:30? Somebody put in the chat. I always get it confused with reset versus the gallery reset. I feel like the gallery reset is a 30 minutes after. It's 30 minutes after regular reset, 12:30. Yeah, I think it is 12:30. So 12:30 it resets um for Monday. And thank you very much, Black Diamond. So 12:30 it resets and then you have the new week that starts. And a lot of people will try to get their gift gallery filled early in the day. I mean, early on Monday. Some, just depends on what happens in that room, what's happening for that live stream. But some people have communities where they try to have gift gallery exchanges. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much, friend. So they have that going on too. So you just never know. Okay. You just never know how people are doing it. But you try to call out your gift gallery as much as you can. I don't do it enough. And I'll tell you, I know a lot of you guys are new and you're just trying to learn, but it is important. I do need to talk about it a little bit more so you can make that part of your talking points as you're thinking about ways for your community to engage. So the gift gallery is one of those ways. And so you don't want to totally ignore it. You want to let people know that it is available and you're looking to, support and get support. You said just leveled up. Did I miss it? I missed it, friend. It didn't say it in the chat. I missed it. Totally missed it. Congratulations, though. What did you went from it was your blue box, you was level 1 and went to level 2? Congratulations, friend. Um so yeah, so that is the blue box. We talked about the gift gallery. Daily Heart Me is the fan club. That's for my room. That's how you become a fan. TikTok gives you a list of things to do to be an engaged viewer. So that's important too. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Um, Pamela, wink, wink. Thank you for so much, friend. So as you're growing, as you're building, you want your fan clubs to come and support you as well. As a live host, you're going to be able to start tracking. There's a tags you can use. There's AI insights that you can use to understand how people are engaging. Your fan clubs are members are engaging. If my life goal is to connect with potential coaching clients, is all this stuff necessary? Christine, the answer is yes, because you won't have coaching clients to connect with because they won't be in your room. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you, Black Diamond. The reason why I say that is that TikTok, thank you, friend. Appreciate you. The reason why I say that, hey, Lisa, is because TikTok, this is a TikTok economy. And so if you're just getting your clients and you're benefiting, how do you think TikTok is going to feel about that? Will you beca- continue to have visibility? Nope. They won't push people in your room because nobody's engaging. You're not doing the things that help your stream get pushed out more. TikTok sees you just gaining and benefiting, but none, again, TikTok gets a percentage of this. I'm learning so much about how to plan my week. Yep. Yeah. So my tarot readers, I'll say this. This is what you want to use. Let me turn my screen around. My tarot reader, oh, um, you want to use viewer wishes this here because this actually has been a really interesting tool for people who want to use this to kind of help people understand how to properly engage. So they changed the words. You can edit the words here on viewer wishes to be whatever you want it to say. You can change the words, and then it will help to let people know what they need to do. So if you're taking, you could change the timer as well. That timer can get changed. So if you want people to come and get a free reading or a one reading or a mini reading, you can change it to mini reading. You want a full reading, you can change it to full reading. So you literally would put the gifts that you're looking for, hey for the May, the gifts that you're looking for them to access readings. Yep. I was gonna ask TikTok on where this is today. He's so funny. If you click the three dots while you're in the live, you can turn it on and do the edits. Before you go live, it's under the icon that says interact. It's under interact. Is your wishes a separate preset board? It's a feature. It's a different feature. I hear you. Yep. So it's a different feature. And so you want um you said what's the countdown of gifts? So this is called viewer wishes. So when you think about a viewer, you guys are viewers. And if you want something from me, say I was sitting here, uh, you said, got it. Thank you. You're welcome. Say I was like, okay, I want people to come and it's a ask me anything live. Okay. So if you want to ask me something, maybe I might change this to one question, two questions, three questions. And I put a timer on. I could put a timer on for like 3 minutes and say, okay, next 3 minutes, I'm gonna be, taking the queue of people who are gonna come up in my panel boxes and you can ask me anything. So just think about how you want to integrate this. Depends on what your live is. So if your live is all about tarot readings, or if you're doing, Sandy was in here, she does the sand art. She could change this to initials, full name. So she can have different things up there, and people who want that from her, they'll click that to get it. You said I got a new super fan, Doc. Did I? Why am I missing things? I'm not seeing any of these things. Did I miss it? You said I got a new super fan. I totally missed it. I don't see it in the chat either. Who became a super fan? You said I got a new one. Who? You said she leveled up. Dr. Shy. Dr. Shy did? Dr. Shy? I totally missed it. I don't see it in the chat. Oh, I see it now. Congratulations, friend. Thank you, Coach Jesse. Appreciate you. I totally missed it. Thank you, Dr. Shy. Coach Jesse, no, I would have shouted you out. I'm sorry, friend. Dr. Shy, didn't you see me crying super fan? I appreciate you, friend. Sorry about that. You know I would have done a shout out. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Awesome. Awesome. And then you redeemed your super fan points too. I see you, friend. So congratulations on that. I'll do a super fan. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. I'll do a super fan chat. Let's see. Let me say I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Let me put a stick. I'm gonna put a sticker up. Super fan only chat. I did one last week. I've been doing them more often, actually. I usually do them twice a month, but I'll do another one. Super fan only. This will be my reminder. Hold on. Tomorrow. I'll just put tomorrow. So that way. And then I'll change it. It's usually in the evening. So I do it around 5-ish. Because I go live at 4. So it's probably about 5:30. I'll make it part of my super fan conversation. So I put this up as a reminder for myself so I don't forget. But it's also a reminder for others. And my screen is so cluttered right now. So we'll go with it for a little bit. I'm only going to be on for a few more minutes. Um, Let me answer the lead conversation. Let me know who asked that question. Was it Shelly? Who asked that question about D2? Somebody said, I'm D2. I can't remember. I don't know how to go beyond D2. Hey, Natasha, thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Me, Sonia. Sonia. Okay, D2. Okay, Sonia, here's what I want you to do. And this is for everybody. You could put L for league. Put L in the chat so you can get to your box. Sonia, click your photo. Click your photo. And what I want you to do, um, thank you so much. I see you. Coach, appreciate you being here. Okay, L. Okay, so do this. Click your photo. Then I want you guys to click your league, your diamond box. So you're gonna click your let me put L in here. So I get to my box. So you're gonna click your diamond box. This box here. Let me flip my camera around so you guys can see it. Um, this box here shows you how you're tracking to level up. So these are fragments. Think of them as credits. So TikTok says, and there's a clock ticking. You see this little timer? See that little clock? Refresh happens in 11 hours and 13 minutes. Okay. So TikTok says, as a live host, you are paying attention. And let me give my quick disclaimer. If you are new and you have never gone live before, I really don't want you to pay attention to this, okay? Because you're trying to build your community. You're trying to grow as a live host, first and foremost. So you're building. This is your building time. All right. So if you are new, put this in the back burner. Something you want to pay attention to as you grow, but not yet. D2, D1, maybe you start paying attention, but not too early. All right. Because you're trying to build your community. And all of this is based on your community supporting and engaging. All right. So if you're somebody who don't have people in your room, people ain't supporting your live stream, you don't have any too many fan club members, all of this doesn't matter because you won't be able to achieve. Okay. Working on. Okay. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. Hey, hey, how you doing, foodie? Welcome to the room. Others come in the room. Appreciate you being here. Okay. So when it comes to lead, there's this timer that's happening. This is a 24-hour clock. So TikTok says in a 24-hour time frame, you either need to gain a credit, that fragment, or keep from losing the fragment. All right? That's what you're trying to do. You're either trying to get new ones. Okay, actually, there's a third thing. You're either trying to get another fragment. You're trying to maintain where you're at, or that's it. Yeah. So maintain where you're at, or gain one. You don't want to lose. All right. So maintaining where you're at or gaining. That's what you're trying to do every 24 hours. All right. So if you're a live host that does not go live daily, you don't go live daily. So more than likely, you might be in a position where you gain a fragment, you could be losing a fragment. And if you don't go live for 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, you could be losing any fragments that you gained because this clock is based on a 24-hour performance. It says a get 11 to maintain. So that means you would need to go live, get diamonds, people engaging, the gifting that you see, any of that, and get enough so it sustains you more than 11, so that it sustains you until this clock runs out 11 hours from now. So, in order for you truly to make sure you maintain, you got to get extra. Does that make sense? Because that clock is slowly ticking and you're sliding back. So you want to make sure you have enough to maintain. So what has happened is I'm assuming I'm trying to see when do you go live? Your live schedule is not in your bio. So let's say argument's sake, you're a morning person. You go live at I don't know, this is my live at 10 o'clock. So maybe you go live at 10 o'clock. You go live for an hour. And you got some gifting that happened, some people engaged in your live stream. It was good. And you ended that live and you were at you know, you were ahead. You were going to get a fragment. Well, what happens for the next 11 hours is people who are going live that are competing in D2, they're pushing you back down towards that 99%. And so now it says you need 11 fragments to maintain. An hour from now, it may say that you need 25 diamonds to maintain. 2 hours from now, it may say you need 100 diamonds to maintain. 3 hours from now, 4 hours from now, I may say you need 500 diamonds to maintain. So you're actually trying to make sure you're getting enough. And so that's why you have certain live hosts, who will go live towards the reset right at the end, like in the last 30 minutes, maybe the last hour, they're going live. So they want to see what their numbers are at that point in time so that they can so that they can either keep where they're at so they're not losing, or they can make so that they're maintaining or they're getting ahead. All right. You said, oh, I see it now. Yep. So um I'm down to one shield because 3 nights in a row I got off at 11 p.m. and was ahead. Woke up and lost fragments. Yep. You drop down, pop up. I don't have a schedule. See, so yeah. So as long as you pop it up, it's gonna be hard to maintain because you're popping up. I'm assuming not daily. So oh, I see now. Yep. My definition of morning person is 4 a.m. Is it really? Maintain what? You're maintaining your status as a live host, your level. The level as a live host, your diamond level, your league. That's what that's called, the league. He said, "Oh Lord, yep." That's why I said I don't teach this that much on the front end because I don't want y'all to be stressed. I don't want y'all to be chasing leagues. And you'd be like, I was chasing leagues and I just couldn't keep up and I'm done. So try to figure out, what you're trying to do, how you're trying to grow, and then you can decide if you want to start being involved in the leagues. Do you gain any insight on the people who get your daily heartbeats? Yeah, that's part of the it's some AI insights you can gain. Yeah, yeah. So you want to track that. Yeah. Those are people who are coming in, grabbing your daily heartbeats. They track it after you've been here a while. So you have to be someone who's come back a few times before it starts tracking. But yes, I do TikTok shop. So as soon as I start talking about products, I go down to like 5 people. Ooh, yeah, yeah. What is your live topic normally though? Yes, I don't see how I need to maintain. Yeah. Maybe it's the math for me. What you mean? Danny, tell me more. Something might have gotten filtered. I don't see your comment before that. What were you saying? Is leagues based on niche? Is leagues based on niche? No. No, your league is based on how you're performing as a live host in general. Thank you, Black Diamond. I appreciate you. Any topics on how to make sales in TikTok shop? Um come back at 4. The TikTok shop becomes a whole conversation. So I'm about to get off. Um I can give you I can give you some ideas. I can give you some tips, but I won't be able to do it here because I'm about to get off shortly. But yeah, you're welcome to come back wave therapy if you want me to talk about TikTok shop. Come back and just say, Doc, I came back. Do you mind talking about shop? And that way it'll prompt me to say a few things. That's cool. Thank you for answering my questions. You are so welcome. I talk about how to get a free samples and how to do collaborations and quality engagement. There we go. You can visit Sonia's live. Black Diamond, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you, friend. Um, who's going live tonight? Put that or today, put that in the chat. We're gonna get off shortly. Put if you are a live host, you're going live, put it in the chat. That was a real quick crash course on leagues and stuff. There's probably some more stuff I could share about it, but that I think that'll get you uh, a decent understanding of it. Fragments, diamonds, leagues. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me see. What was your original question? I must have missed something. Make sure you said maybe it's the math for me. Oh, the that is a problem. I'm gonna do my research. Yes, it's the math for you for fragments, diamonds, and leagues. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so there's a question mark, so you can definitely do your research and review what it means. Happy to talk about it more. I know I did a crash course on it. So fragments are like credits. You're gaining fragments. Fragments with so many fragments, you'll league up as you collect fragments. Fragments are based on the diamonds you received in your live stream. So it tells you how many diamonds you need to get a fragment, to get a credit. You get a shield if you've gotten so many. Thank you so much, Donna. If you get a shield, if you go to the next level, so TikTok can give you a shield. A shield is like a protection from dropping down if you are at risk of dropping down in a particular day, a single day. So you'll use your shield. You'll say where you're at, and so that's how that happens. And a league is actually the league that you're in is your status. Hey, Black Lotus, welcome to the room. Is the status of where you're standing as a live host. So yeah, thank you so much. You have been so helpful. Thank you so much, Colleen. I appreciate it. Okay, I need to come to. Yeah, you need to come to for the conversation about shop. Yeah, sure, not a problem, friend. Um, you said I'll be back at 4. I want to ask about TikTok shop. Okay, okay. Yes, but still need to know more about leagues. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so the leagues start at D5 and it goes all the way up to A1. The A leaguers, we talk about those A leaguers. Those are people who, have pretty big communities, have a lot of support. So yeah, thank you so much for the stickers, Fawn. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Black Diamond. I appreciate you so much, friend. Reset and rest. You're welcome as well. So, do we have anybody going live? Who's going live? Anybody going live? Thank you all for supporting. You guys are awesome. Turn my viewer wishes off. Move this over here. Um, appreciate all the support, friends. Let me know if there's any questions. We're gonna get off shortly. Let me turn my board off too. Uh, so, let me know if there's any questions. I am gonna get off. I got to finish setting up my setup. I will be going soon. All right, friend. Awesome, Linda. You got this. You got it. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for the engagement. Thank you all for watching, liking, commenting, sharing the stickers and all the gifting. And to my new and existing super fans, thank you as well. Appreciate all the support. I didn't see anyone going live. So anybody going live, let's make sure you get some visibility as well. Thank you, Fawn. I appreciate it. Thank you, Black Diamond. You're so sweet. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. Enlighten, thank you so much for the rose as well. Um, so I'll be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for the flowers. I felt like we rushed through the topic earlier, but we'll circle back again too. And I'm happy to talk about saying TikTok shop. You said Sand writing at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Sandy, you were in a room. Thank you so much for being here. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for the 100 comments in the live. I'm going live this evening at 4 p.m. Pacific. 4 p.m. Pacific is 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, perfect. I'm going live at 8 p.m. Dr. Shaw, what does that mean? Where are you located? Why'd you say GMT plus one tonight? Where are you located, Dr. Shaw? Afternoon lessons. Thank you so much, friend. Egg, you're welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. Is it are you putting in there your eye health? Optometrist 40 plus, eye doctor, Stray, love that professionals. Monday and Friday live. But you're doing it today. You're doing an early live UK. You're in the UK. Okay, awesome, awesome. I'm in Florida. Okay. Um, have you always been in the UK or were you I don't know why I don't know why I was thinking Chicago when it said Dr. Shy. In my mind, I was like, oh, maybe she's from Chicago. But that must not be the case. Um, My YouTube is the same name, Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. Same exact name. Same exact username also. Launch Your Income. Yep. So so yeah, UK. My daughter, she's looking at possibly optometry or even a ophthalmologist doctor. So she's trying to decide. That's she's thinking about eye care as well. So that's awesome. Nice to meet your friend. Thank you so much for being here. 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Eastern. Good afternoon. Hey, Coach Brown, how are you, friend? We're about to get off. Coach Brown, you was on a roll going live. You still what's going on? That was an April goal. We gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. So let me know, friend. I need to get by there. Um, See you later. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you. I'm about to get off. I appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you. Hey, Mango. Mark Magoo. I said Mango. Magoo, welcome to the room, friend. How are you? All right, friend. I think we're meeting today, aren't we? Let me see. Are we supposed to be meeting right now? We are supposed to be meeting that right now. I think we did change it to right now. Let me check. That's why Magoo came in here. She like, Doc, we supposed to be meeting. We are supposed to be meeting right now. I'm heading over. It's 1 o'clock. I almost missed you. I'm happy you popped in. Hello, we supposed to be meeting today. I'm going right now, Fred. I was supposed to be been gone. I did not look at my Zoom before coming on here to look at my calendar. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I got a meeting. All right. Take care. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. I will be back at 4. Bye bye.